It's a foul weather day for football here in Ypsilanti. Eastern Michigan at home closing out their season against Northern Illinois. We welcome you inside to Rynearson Stadium. I'm Dan Gutowski along with former Michigan quarterback Devin Gardner. And Devin, we've got Eastern Michigan. They have the road win at Western to get their first win of the season. Northern Illinois, don't be misled by their record. They've competed in almost every game this year. Now we talk about the big play guy in Northern Illinois on offense, and that is the senior wideout Tyrese Ritchie.
Tyrese Ritchie is everything you want in a wide receiver. Now, he's going to have to be big today because last week, Western Michigan was not able to get their guy going because of Eastern Michigan's defense. He has 316 more yards than any other receiver on the team and 35 more catches. He's going to have to be big today in his last opportunity to show the NFL scouts what he has.
So how did Eastern Michigan get that road win at Western? Not one player, not two players. They had players all over the place making huge plays. These three guys were awesome.
Yeah, people are probably wondering, how does this team that hasn't won a game come in and be perceivably the best MAC team in the conference? Because of these three young men, they all had a day. Hutchinson, Ramirez, and Ryland were all great, all facets of the game. They're going to have that same type of impact today to make sure they get a victory.
And the Eagles got a huge boost in their running game. This guy, Darius Boone, didn't come from out of nowhere, but man, did he put the hurt on the Broncos.
He gave the offense a special dimension in the run game, and now they have balance, and their quarterback doesn't have to be the lead rusher. He had 148 yards, and he had 5.92. That's almost 6 yards a clip in his first game back after injury.
Devin, these two teams are evenly matched. We're in for a great MAC finale today here. Eastern Michigan at home against Northern Illinois. The Huskies and the Eagles will kick when we come back. Yeah, we talk about foul weather here at the factory for Chris Creighton and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. This is not very December-like weather here in southeast Michigan. Low 50s for temperature and rain kind of on and off, so we'll be keeping tabs on that. Northern Illinois wins the coin toss, and they are electing to kick off to Eastern Michigan. And your coaches, Chris Creighton, Thomas Hammock, two coaches, Devin, that have younger teams. Thomas Hammock's team definitely younger than Eastern Michigan, so his team a little bit more of a work in progress than what Eastern Michigan is.
Yeah, I mean, he has a task at hand, but he has his team playing well. A lot of what they've had was starting off fast and having a lot of energy and then kind of tailing off at the end of some games, and that was a result against Toledo. They were in that game all the way through third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, Toledo comes out with a splash on offense. That's what he wants his guys to do. He wants them to learn to finish. And when you're young, it's very difficult to do. Hopefully, at the end of the season here, they'll be able to do it.
It's John Richardson kicking off, and kind of not quite a squib kick, but it's picked up off the turf and returned outside the 30-yard line to about the 32. And that's taken by Keon Williams, who's a big play guy in their return game.
Because Eastern doesn't have a super explosive guy that you're like, hey, we just can't kick it to him, maybe the weather has already reared his ugly head on that kickoff, making it turn into kind of a squib and slide down the field.
Yeah, again, we're expecting rain to be coming down throughout the game, but maybe not in the heavy area that we thought it would. So there's Hutchinson, who has been so good against Western Michigan. Now a chance to put some pressure on Northern Illinois on the first touch of the day. Throwing on first down, complete. And that's right at the first down marker. So they just go right over the middle and connect with, again, Keon Williams.
It's a good start for Hutchinson, who had a very good game last week, getting the ball out quickly. Now, as you can see, he usually wears gloves. Today, he's not going to wear gloves because those gloves are very slick when it's a wet surface with a wet ball.
Eastern Michigan gets that first down on that catch. Now Hutchinson on the move, throwing complete. And that's another one very close to the first down marker as Williams again on the hookup. Couldn't hold it. Close.
Yeah, not a bad throw on the outside, exactly where you want it, but kind of ran out of space and kind of bobbled the ball a little bit at the end.
So second down and 10. And again, that's the challenge maybe, Devin, of the quarterback, and you would speak to this, playing with a football that may not be 100% dry.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that quarterbacks get anxiety about, as Hutchinson here keeps it on second down. That's something you get anxiety about, right? You kind of have to deal with it and find a way to perform. Now, when you usually hold a football, you hold it a little looser, right? You keep space between your palm and the ball, but when it's wet, you need to get your palm against the ball to make sure you can still throw spirals.
And there's the impact players. Kyle Pugh has been so good defensively for Northern Illinois in that linebacker position. When he is on the field, he's the guy you have to watch with Eastern on offense. So 3rd and long for Hutchinson. He'll step back, throw, and got his man. And that's a catch right at the first down marker. Might be a yard short. That's to Hassan Badoun, who lost his footing but regained it and made the catch.
Yeah, we just had Canoe as one of the impact players, and this is why. He's the guy that Hutchinson wants to go to, and they're going fast. They're going to try to get him offside.
So Canoe makes the catch, and 4th and short, they're going to try and quarterback sneak it. Hutchinson maybe gets pushed from behind, and he is very close to the first down. Maybe that second effort is going to get him that first.
Yeah, he does a great job of sifting through and finding his way through. But let's go back to Canoe. Canoe on that last play is just a simple out route, and Hutchinson trusts him to not only get the right depth in his routes, but to make the catch, even in this wet surface. And Canoe's been good. He had a very good one-handed catch, and here he is right now trying to get inside, and he just gets behind his big offensive line and just pushes his way through. He has good size, and he's going to probably get that every time.
Eastern into Huskies territory at the 46. The 4th down conversion works. It's been all passing so far for Hutchinson. He'll throw this time, and near side caught by Williams. Not much after the catch.
You're going to see a lot of soft coverage to the field because of how long of a throw it is. And this is Eastern Michigan's answer. They love sprinting out and throwing that quick hitch at 5 or 6 yards, letting the receiver run with it, or get tackled about 8 yards down the field.
Dylan Thomas on the stop for Northern Illinois. Devin Eastern getting a lot of good plays on first down.
Yeah.
8 yards, 9 yards, really setting them up well.
Now you can do whatever you want on second down. You can get play action. You can take a shot because you know you have short yards to go.
Hutchinson will toss. Eastern on the move. This is the running back that's been so good for them. Let's take a look at Bess on this carry. Trey Bess.
Hutchinson is reading this, right? He's looking to see what the defensive end does. He comes, he pitches it out, and Bess gets on the edge. When the defensive end comes crashing down, there's no edge protector, and now Bess can get on the edge.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan mixing up the running game a little bit. We haven't seen Darius Boone yet, but he's on the field now in the backfield with Hutchinson. Eagles looking sharp early offensively here. A lot of time for him. In the middle, caught by Williams, who gets taken down at the 15.
That is a very good job by Hutchinson. They came back to a play they ran in the first play of the game, a slant with the flat route from the inside receiver. He runs the slant, but the first window isn't there because of the linebacker. He waits for the second window and drives the ball perfectly 1 foot in front of his numbers so his receivers can catch it and do something with it. Very good job. This is a very good start for Hutchinson.
Eastern Michigan looking sharp on their first offensive series here. Here's Boone. Nope, they play fake to him. Now it's a Hutchinson keep who gets inside the 15. Only a couple yards on that carry.
Now, as a quarterback in these type of conditions with all the read option and things like that, the ball is slick, right? So quarterbacks sometimes don't feel comfortable pulling that thing out. So if you think that you're going to get a pull, he probably is going to keep it and not truly read it just because he doesn't want to have ball security issues.
Second down, and you can see Hutchinson's last 2 games have been awfully good for Eastern Michigan. Play fake. Hutchinson looking in the end zone, wide open.
Nice.
And the Eagles score the touchdown, hooking up with Tanner Canoe.
So last week, Canoe had the sweet one-handed catch for a long touchdown. And look at this route. He's going to go on a post corner, right? So it's going to be play action here. And you can't see Canoe right now, but he's running the post corner, and this is why he's wide open. What a route by this receiver who leads the team in yards and catches.
Dylan Thomas just lost him in the end zone there for Northern Illinois, and Eastern Michigan moving right down the field on offense, and there's the PAT from Chad Weiland. 7-0 is Eastern Michigan leading Northern Illinois as our first quarter continues next from Rynearson Stadium. He doesn't look like the big play guy in your passing game, but Tanner Canoe is following up with another great game today. Here's his work last week against Western Michigan.
I mean, we'll see if he's the man of the hour, but he's definitely the man of the first few minutes, right? He got him close so they could go for it on that last fourth down earlier in that drive, and then he runs a sweet post corner where he gets vertical, he takes it to the safety, and he sticks his foot in the ground and goes back to the corner of the end zone, and Hutchinson drops it perfectly in the bucket. What a start for Eastern Michigan's offense after such a great last week.
Yeah, that wasn't Tanner from last week, but he did have a great game against Western Michigan. Now, Eastern Michigan will see what Northern Illinois can do on offense here. And again, they've got some big play return guys, and this ball coming out to the 25. And the sun is, kind of peeking out here, so you never knew how unstable or stable the weather would be here, but it looks like it's getting a little more football friendly as we get into our first quarter here.
You and I both know we've lived in Michigan for quite some time, and we know at any moment it could snow, it could rain, it could be sleet, it could be sunny, it could be 300 degrees probably. You just don't know.
It can change at any minute.
You just don't know.
So Ross Bowers had a lot of good things last week against Toledo. So this is not an offense that struggles to move the ball. They run on first down. Boy, they got a big hole for their running back, Harrison Whaley, and he's going to do very good on first down. Outside the 30, almost to the 35.
Yeah, that's another talented freshman running back in this conference, right? Him and Boone have a bright future moving forward with all this match.
5'10", 180-pound freshman. So, yes, good running backs on both sides of the field today. Second and short for Northern Illinois. Oh, big-time hit there as Whaley gets the call. But, man, there was no stopping Michael Smith, the senior.
The big fella just sheds these two blocks. He's getting double teamed, and he moves them both out of the way, gets skinny, right? He turns sideways so he can get through, get that big stomach out of the way, and he absolutely levels the running back. Very good job.
He did it the hard way, and it's a loss for Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois is going to have to make sure those double teams are secured before the guys start moving to the second level.
Third and long. Passing down, pass is caught. Little comeback route for Tyrese Ritchie, but he's going to be short of the first down.
Now you have a decision to make, and it looks like they're taking their time here. But you got 30 short trying to see. It's just a little too long. They're going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, the negative loss on the run kind of crimps Thomas Hammock, what he wants to do offensively. And we've seen Northern Illinois kind of do some pooch punts with Ross Bowers at quarterback, so never really know what to expect. And they will punt it, and it takes a Northern Illinois bounce, and out of bounds, no return by Eastern Michigan. So the Huskies play for field position, and we'll take a timeout here at Rynearson Stadium. A 7-0 lead at home for Eastern Michigan on the Huskies. There's Thomas Hammock, the head coach for Northern Illinois, trying to get the program up to their standard, which had been very high for so long in the Mid-American Conference. And by the way, the Huskies have won 9 straight games over Eastern Michigan here in Ypsilanti, so that's a streak they would like to continue today. Here's Hutchinson under center. Now the little jet sweep with Badoon on the carry, and he explodes outside the midfield and stays in bounds and is taken down at about the 43-yard line. Hassan Badoon really mixes things up on offense for Eastern Michigan.
And more importantly for Hutchinson, that's a pass completion for a huge gain. Great job. But I remember watching this young man at Dearborn, and he was so talented. You always knew that at some point he's going to bet on himself and get a chance more on him later.
Yeah, former walkout. We've got a great story we'll talk about with him later. Here's a run in the middle, and Eastern Michigan tried to get some space for Darius Boone there. Couldn't get much, but they do get a couple yards on first down. And the Eagles are in hurry up and go mode on offense. Second and long after Badoon had the long carry into Northern Illinois territory.
Got very soft coverage at the top of your screen, very soft coverage. So maybe look for Eastern to try to hit one of those hitches that they love to hit, or maybe go back to the slant that they completed twice already.
Badoon's pass was for 36 yards. Hutchinson throwing, that's caught. And he goes back to Canoe. Canoe forced out at about the 32-yard line. Hutchinson not going deep, Devin, but he's picking his spots and doing very well.
Yeah, I called it out right before the play. The coverage is very soft, and so when you look to the sideline, the coaches see, hey, we got a steal right here, a gimmick, a completion for our quarterback, and we can get some yards after the catch.
The secondary, one of those young areas for Northern Illinois. Hutchinson decides to throw. It completes to Hassan underneath. He could have run and done very well for himself. Instead, he throws, makes another completion.
That's a very good job. It's his former play action, right, where you take the pitch, which they had success on earlier, and then he gets back in the pocket, navigates, finds the receiver. Very good job on first down, gaining some yards.
They get 7 yards. Now they stay on the ground and run. There has not been a lot of great running game so far for Eastern. That's Darius Boone on that carry.
Dan, Northern Illinois saw the game last week, and they know all about Boone. And so the passing game is going to have to continue to be effective so that Boone can get going.
Brian Dooley is the injured Eastern Michigan player who you can see is kind of struggling to get up, stay up, and be comfortable. But he is on his feet. Dooley, the 6'7", 280-pound sophomore from nearby Bowling Green, Ohio, as the Eastern training staff works him over just a bit. This is an anniversary day for Eastern Michigan's Chris Creighton. 7 years ago today, he was at the podium introducing himself to the Eastern Michigan fan base and taking over this football program. The first couple of years, Devin, there were struggles, there were challenges, but he definitely has Eastern on the right track. And this is a much more competitive football program than the one he took over.
Yeah, before Coach Creighton, they were talking about getting rid of football, right? He comes in, he changed the culture, and now they're playing really good football.
So it's Hutchinson on the quarterback keep in the middle, tries to spin away from one tackler, but the second one got him hard.
We didn't see a bunch of this last week, but that's one of the plays they've loved all year, where you fake the jet sweep and you get a quarterback power right up the middle, and he does a great job of collecting the first down.
So a first down get for the Eagles. The march continues deep into Northern Illinois territory.
So we're going to pass, but they're going to pass the ball here because the box is completely filled with Northern Illinois defenders just ready to stop the run.
Samson Evans is in the Eastern backfield. They'll fake a toss to him. Now the ball is knocked in the air. Contact as Hutchinson was winding up to throw. Fortunately for Eastern, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, falls harmlessly to the turf. But that's a play action again, right? You see the play action pitch, but they just don't get the ball fast. Hutchinson's going to need to get the ball just a little bit quicker and make the decision to get the ball down the field or throw it away. Once again, no safeties back. You got everybody down the box. Safeties are very low. Looks like they're playing a cover 4 where the 4 defensive backs are splitting the field in fourths and covering, but the safeties are low to help in the run.
Ball just outside the 20. Hutchinson's going to go deep on that far side. End zone. Badoon incomplete. Had a good read on it, and Badoon couldn't quite get there.
And that's what you get when you play the cover 4 with the low safeties like that. The inside receivers, if he goes vertical, he ends up being one-on-one with the safety, and that's what he does right now. He does a great job of getting vertical and just running a simple smash route. And now this safety's going to have to be able to run. Hutchinson missed one there. He's going to want it back, but they're going to go back to that for sure because it seems like Northern Illinois is committed to this style of defense because of how well Boone ran last week.
Third and long for Eastern. They've been sharp on offense, but they want to sustain this drive. Hutchinson with time. He's looking. End zone. One-handed catch. Keon Williams could not haul it in, and that was good coverage by the cornerback, Dylan Thomas, who got burned early, but he was up to it for this play.
Very good job by Dylan Thomas playing through the hands, right? You're going to see the receiver go up. He finds the ball, plays through the hands, and holds that opposite hand. Very savvy veteran move there, making sure he can't get two hands on that ball. You tell DBs all the time, hey, if he makes that one-hand catch, more power to him, but do not allow him to get that second hand on the ball.
Chad Ryland attempting this field goal for Eastern Michigan, about 37 yards out. And he pounds it through to give Eastern 3 more on the board against Northern Illinois. The Eagles back-to-back scores. Got a little father and son story to share in just a moment here after the kickoff. Usually it's not on opposite sidelines, though, but we'll clarify that after the kickoff here with Eastern Michigan ready to kick off a 39-yard field goal from Chad Ryland that puts them up 10-0 on Northern Illinois. And, you know, the way Eastern Michigan, you know, we saw them explode for big points last week at Western Michigan. If you're Northern Illinois, you got to have a long drive, a sustained drive. You got to keep Eastern's offense off the field. And let's see what the Huskies can do here.
Yeah, the reason Eastern's offense is able to have so much success early in this game is because of the success on first down. And that's something that Northern Illinois didn't have, and they're going to have to try to find some on this drive.
So here's the Patton connection. James Patton is the father. Offensive line coach Braden Patton, his son, the Northern Illinois center. And, yeah, just a great... great story we love to share with, a coach, a son, and celebration for the birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, at home you're probably thinking, well, is there turmoil in the household? No. Braden was already at Northern Illinois before Coach got to Eastern. No turmoil, at least we think, right? He could have transferred.
Could have transferred, yes. How about a reverse run here from Whaley? Wow, did he get some big space out of nothing? Pushes his way almost to midfield at the 49. That's a big pickup for Northern Illinois on the ground.
That's what we just talked about. They need success on first down, and how more successful, you can't get more successful than that. That was very, very good by Whaley, creating something out of really nothing. Eastern had that play bottled up. They had the edge secured, but he's so talented. We talked about how talented he was as a freshman. He comes up, gets a great first down.
Saw nothing there, said, I'm out of here, went 19 yards the other way to the 49. And they go back to him on the ground. This time he gets met with authority. And there's a big hit there.
It's another one of those impact players by Terry Myrick. He's the leading tackle on Eastern Michigan defense, and they are not able to get to the second level. He gets through.
Yeah, that's a great block by Patton to kind of help Whaley spin out of that. And now it's ball right at midfield. 2nd down and 9 for Northern Illinois, trailing by 10. Bowers throws a good zip pass, caught and taken down immediately after the catch, but nice rope there to Fabian McCray. Or sorry, that's to Dennis Robinson.
It's a good job by Bowers, but he needs to get the ball just a little quicker, right? He drops back and he sees it, but he waits an extra second, so now it creates a combat catch rather than Robinson be able to catch the ball and then make a move with it.
Robinson, another guy who could make a big splash in the passing game for the Huskies. 1st and 10, Northern Illinois at the Eastern 41. Little toss far side, complete to Trayvon Rudolph. Yardage after the catch. Now we got a little momentum going for the Huskies on offense.
Yeah, when you're not able to get the running game going the way you want to, you create passing game plays that can substitute for the run. That's exactly what that was. A quick screen out the receiver. You got numbers, get a block by the front point man, and now you get 6 yards on first down.
To the Eastern Michigan 35. Ross Bowers trying to show a little poise and patience for the Huskies, trailing by 10. They'll run to Whaley in the middle. Not a whole lot there, but he's maybe a yard short of the first down. But he might have fallen ahead to get the first down, too.
Yeah, looks like he's going to have the first down here. Now, what Northern Illinois is doing is very good. They're creating deception because even though Eastern has a light box, not a ton of guys in the box, but the jet sweep pulls one more guy out. And so now you can have a little more success inside with the running game because Eastern's doing a good job with that light box stopping the run.
Eric Idesness is the offensive coordinator for Northern Illinois, and he does a lot of good things to help the Huskies get their playmakers in space. Whaley on that carry, and there isn't much there for him on first down.
The space really triggered super fast there and got to the running back way before any offensive lineman could even find him. Just absolutely shoots the gap. The offensive line don't even ever see him. He leaves off of that bunch set where he might have been covering a receiver and just shoots through and stops that play before he even gets started. Soft coverage at the top and bottom of your screen.
Second and long, Bowers. A lot of time here. Now he'll just unload and throw it out of bounds. Couldn't find anyone downfield. It sets up third and long, a big third down for Northern Illinois.
Now, they were soft at the top and at the bottom. At the top, he had a go route. Soft coverage, his go route, not very good. But at the bottom, he had his guy, Richie, with soft coverage running a hitch. But when you pick one side, you can't go back on a quick. Bit of a mistake there for Bowers. If it's me, I'm going to my guy, Richie.
We'll see how the Huskies set up here. This is their best drive of the day so far at the factory. They need a lot here on third down. They'll run to Whaley, who doesn't have enough. Surprised they went on the ground. They did, and Whaley doesn't get more than 5 yards.
Yeah, you got one of the best receivers in the conference in Tyrese Richie on the outside, and you got to at least give him a chance. That just seems like you're going to have to go for it on fourth down, and maybe that's what Northern Illinois is thinking.
Injured Eastern Michigan player on the field. That's Dazon Brooks, the defensive tackle, the freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana. So we've got a couple of Eastern Michigan players take hard hits and injuries early in this game. And they'll get Brooks off, and he's walking off under his own power. Talking about Tyrese Richie, big play guy, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the MAC has some talented receivers. You got Hall at Ball State. You got Eskridge, who we saw last week, who didn't get a chance to do what, we know he can do. But this young man is first in receptions, and receptions per game. They're feeding him the football, and he's doing a lot with it when he gets it. And they're going to have to find a way to get him the ball in this game so that they can be successful.
So Deshaun Brooks comes off, and it sets up a 4th and 7 for Northern Illinois. And that's going to send out their field goal kicker. And that's John Richardson, who's going to line up. A 46-yard field goal attempt. Kick is down. It is on its way, and it is good. Not by much, but it's just enough to get Northern Illinois on the board. And it's now a 7-point game for Eastern Michigan, leading by 7. Well, you can't be unhappy when your drive ends with points.
Yeah, you can't. And so that's what that last play was all about. That third down run play was just to get them a little closer to make sure that they do get points because it's a 10-point game. And so at some point you're going to have to get 3, you're going to have to get 7, right? So let's get closer to the field goal so we can kick a field goal and get 3 because we may not be able to get 10 on third down.
Yeah, here's the play that we, thought, well, what's going on here? Well, it's basically just a setup for their field goal.
Yeah.
Obviously not intending to get the first down. So Hutchinson has had much better numbers under center for Eastern Michigan than Bowers, but Bowers put it together on the last drive. A 9-play, 43-yard drive. And now it's Eastern Michigan ready to return this kick. Another squib kick, and ball is picked up. Oh, it's loose on the turf. Eastern Michigan mishandles it. I think Northern Illinois might have this football. They think they do.
It's looking like they might, and these are the specific things that Eastern avoided, and they caused Western to do last week, and why they were in that football game and actually were able to come out and win it. Now Northern Illinois does the same thing to them. A slick ball, wet conditions. They kick the ball in a little squib, and they get this football back.
The referee, Tim O'Day, signals Northern Illinois football. Here is how it happened on special teams. Deflected there. That doesn't help.
So this is the problem. When you're on that line, that ball's going past. You see the first guy dodging. You need to get out of the way and let the back guys get the ball. The third line guy deviates the ball. Now the back line guy can't get a beat on it. And now you have issues because Northern Illinois has picked up all the momentum. And football is a game of momentum. Northern Illinois has it.
Once that ball deflects off the Eastern Michigan player, it's a free-for-all. And the Huskies get the game's first turnover and great field position. At the 25, they'll pass near side, complete. Huskies keep it going in the air to Trayvon Rudolph. He is forced out. Not a huge gain, but still nothing risky for Northern Illinois right now. They will just take advantage of this turnover, try and flip it into some points.
Dan, that's the perfect play. You're not running the ball particularly well. How do you replace the run game? With quick throws, quick screens, bubble screens. And now you're going to space the defense out. The linebackers can't just go flying into the line of scrimmage. Now they have to respect that they might have to get on the edge and tackle.
Good gain on first down. They'll play fake and throw. Wide open underneath. That's caught by Tyrese Ritchie, who stays up. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. What a great creative catch and run for Tyrese Ritchie.
Dan, who did we say needs to get going for Northern Illinois to stay in this game? They get him on the naked, just dropped it right to him. Very good job. Now, some people are going to say that's pass interference. How's that guy able to block? Absolutely not. He's able to block because he catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage, which makes it essentially a screen. Very good job by that receiver and very good design by Northern Illinois, knowing the rules and knowing that they can get some blocks on the edge and get the ball in their playmaker's hand.
Mark Lee was the free safety caught in space against Tyrese Ritchie. And Ritchie wins that one-on-one battle. And we got a point after and a tie football game. How things can change so quickly. The turnover after the field goal and then the quick score. 10-10 is our score here late in the first quarter. And we look at the big-time studs in the wide receiver category here in this Mid-American Conference. Dwayne Eskridge, yeah, he gets a lot of attention, but there's some guys chipping at his heels, including the guy that just scored for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, Tyrese Ritchie in his last game as a Husky is looking to try to chip away at that 660 yards and maybe get closer. Hey, it's their last shot, right? This is their last shot to play football with each other as one cohesive unit. They're going to get their pictures. They're going to do their deals. You got the backdrop right there. It looks really cool. But you need to stay focused and make sure you win this football game.
I was going to say, I haven't seen the in-game selfie too much, but...
Yeah, the NFL's doing it. This is a precursor, and all the kids want to be in the NFL. It's like, hey, if we're not going to get a chance to get in the NFL, we better do this now. We're on ESPN. Why not?
We saw the game between Western and Eastern Michigan last weekend, Devin. That kind of turned around in favor of Eastern in that third quarter. The Broncos were making turnovers. One of them was a special teams turnover. So you can never be too careful with the football. And granted, that was an unconventional kick and no return, but you got to be, every player has to be sharp about knowing where the ball is, where it's going, and
let it go.
Let it go.
Oh,
ball picked up off the turf. Not very returnable for Eastern Michigan, but at least they control the ball.
And it's not clean. It's not clean. And I don't know if they didn't give a coaching point on the sideline, but you have to coach your guys up and say, hey, let the returners return it. Let it go past you. We put you in the second line because you're not the best ball handler. We want our guys in the back to get the ball and do something with it.
Yeah, Luke Cameron, man, you got to be like All-State, good hands people.
Yeah.
First down for Eastern Michigan. Hutchinson's numbers have been great. Already passed for over 100 yards in this first quarter.
With this tight condensed formation, look for outs, right? You got one safety high. Look for outs on both sides. Mirror routes. Something very simple. He picks a side. You throw one out, a deeper and a short.
Toss on first down, and they will run. And this is their go-to back. Darius Boone, not much off the edge.
That's one thing that we did not see last week. We did not see one guy chopping him down and getting him in open space. He was able to break a lot of tackles, and today, just at the start, he's not able to do it here. Very good job by that young man, Dylan Thomas, making a tackle on a talented back.
Only 1 yard for Boone, 2nd and 9. They'll throw and they'll catch. And that's Dylan Drummond on the grab for Eastern Michigan. Again, Hutchinson does a good job, Devin, of picking apart, on that far side, short passes.
Yeah, he does a great job of taking what the defense gives him. And if these Northern Illinois DBs are going to continue to play super soft, he's going to continue to throw those hitches and convert on first and second downs.
7 yards makes it 3rd down and 3.
Now you see the adjustment by Northern Illinois. The DBs are up in the receiver's face so that they don't give him a bunch of easy throws to convert.
Hutchinson on the far side rollout. He'll keep, and he'll get a first down and a couple more and a good slide. And the Eagles keep the drive moving on the 3rd down quarterback run.
That's the dimension that kills defense because they play that big play perfectly. The defense jumps around, makes sure that they don't allow the pass, and what does Hutchinson do? He tucks it and goes.
An exciting first quarter. Eastern Michigan spotting Northern Illinois 10 points. Then the Huskies flip the script and get 10 of their own. Our second quarter when we come back.
Welcome back to Northern Illinois at Eastern Michigan. Let's take a look at the QB comparison. It looks to be relatively lopsided, but Hutchinson is leading his team down, trying to get another score on the board, but Bowers is doing a very good job leading his team. With the short field, the stats look a little lopsided, but they're both doing a good job managing the football game and taking what the defense gives them.
Eastern trying to cool off the Huskies after Northern Illinois comes back with 10 points to end our first quarter of football. Hutchinson play faking, throwing in the middle, incomplete. Badoon could not hold it, and that ball hung up just a little bit in the air to think Northern Illinois might be able to take it.
Yeah, that's a play Badoon usually works, but he might have heard footsteps on that one. That safety was barreling down, looking to take his head off on that play.
So the Eagles come up empty on 1st down. Now they'll stay on the ground. This is Samson Evans on the run. He's got some deceptively good skills, and he churns out good yardage there on a 1st down for Eastern Michigan.
With Boone out of the game, they lighten the box and give him a chance to get on the edge. He does the outside zone. The offensive linemen do a great job of seeing the edge. He gets a big gain. Another 1st down for Eastern.
They'll go back to Evans in the middle. This time he'll just push ahead for maybe 5+ yards for EMU. Nice little change of pace for the Eagles.
So interesting that Northern Illinois is playing a totally different defense when Boone is off the field because they don't feel as threatened by the backup running backs.
12 yards on the first run, 5 yards on the second run, and a 1st down pickup on this carry for Samson Evans from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Only a sophomore, 6 foot, 215 pounds, but man, this guy can make it happen.
Absolutely. You see, you have this safety in the middle of the field. We saw the 2 safeties down in the box, and they still haven't changed. So look for Eastern to probably run the ball again.
From the 36, play fake, Hutchinson, incomplete. And a little bit too high up for Dylan Drummond.
Yeah, he does a great job of running, snapping down, and getting back out of his route, but he has to make that catch, but it can be made easier by Hutchinson putting it right between his numbers.
Samson on the carry. Nobody's touching him inside the 20. Finally forced out at the 10.
Yeah, Northern Illinois didn't adjust their defense. I thought that's what they would do the last play. I mean, it's no secret. Until they move those safeties back down in the box the way they had them against Boone, you're going to have this all day. Great job. Linebackers get, and now the offensive line are pulling around and can get up on the linebackers. And now, the first time you make contact, the safety's 15 to 20 yards down the field.
Jordan Hanson finally pushed him out, but not until he got down to the 7-yard line. Sorry, the 8. 1st and goal for Eastern.
Now, things tighten up here. But they just moved the linebacker out of the box to cover a receiver.
And Boone is back in because you know that Evans is a little bit tired, and they throw in the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Drummond on the catch, and the Eagles go back up 6.
You move a linebacker out of the box. Now we can throw the ball. Very good job. You put him over a receiver, and the slant is wide open. They run the same play they ran earlier in the game. Once on to get a first down in the first play of the game, another to get a big gain in this play to score a touchdown. The slant with the slot running an out route.
Jordan Gandy was right there, but not much he can do. Perfect throw, perfect route. 6 points for Eastern. Point after is good. And it is a 17-10 lead now for Eastern as they cool off Northern Illinois. Huskies football when we come back.
Welcome back to the factory. Now, this last play had a lot of different components. They moved the linebacker outside on a wide receiver who's going to run an out route. But watch number 99. This is where this play was able to work. He's going to try to replace the linebacker in the middle of the field. Hutchinson recognizes it, throws it right behind his ear. He's in no man's land. Great job by Hutchinson, recognizing what the defense is trying to do to him and executing. And a nice combat catch by the receiver, Dylan Drummond, to put Eastern back up.
So now it's time for the Huskies to kind of reestablish themselves a little bit. Eastern Michigan, obviously, we saw what they did last Saturday to Western Michigan. The Eagles' offense is clicking, it is functional, and there is no return on this kickoff. So for Northern Illinois, you got to do your job on offense and keep their offense off the field. So that's the challenge right now for Ross Bowers.
Yeah, and it's all about adjustments. The Northern Illinois defense is going to have to adjust because they adjusted their defense to make sure that they stop Boone. But now Boone is ineffective, and now they're able to throw the ball.
What does that stat tell you right there? Red zone scoring.
That's not bad. I mean, I guess that's decent. I mean, I'm not a mathematician or anything, but it looks like that might be 100%. And today, 3 for 3, so they're continuing on that same trend.
And if there was extra credit, you probably figured Chris Creighton would have gotten it. First down, carry for Harrison Whaley. Little bit of yardage off the edge on that far side. Tackle made for Eastern by Jordan Crawford, the nose tackle. And a gain of a couple yards on first down.
Take a look at Tyree Ritchie in the slot at the bottom of your screen, number 3 in white. He's not being doubled, but they're sending a little help with the safety. You see the linebacker route stretch and the safety right behind him.
And here's Whaley again. Oh, man, he gets ridden down from behind. That's not a pleasure cruise at all. Not when you've got Mikey Haney riding you on top and taking you down. But good yardage on the carry, brings up third down at about 4.
Eastern Michigan's offense is rolling, so this is a huge down for Illinois to try to get a first down and make sure they keep some of this momentum that they stole a few drives ago.
Pass coming incomplete. Looking for Tyrese Ritchie, but he needs a step ladder to catch that. It's out of bounds, 4th and 4 for Northern Illinois.
On 3rd and long, Eastern Michigan is going to give those field throws because of the soft coverage. Ritchie was open. He had him. He ran a hitch. He would have had the first down, but Bowers sailed it over his head. And you have to think about it. It's wet out there, right? The ball's wet. It comes from the ground under the center, and it might have been a little slick. Sailed it right over his head.
Good punt, not returnable. Dylan Drummond's going to chase after it. It's going to take a Northern Illinois bounce inside the 10-yard line. Man, you got to love that punt from Matt Ferentz.
Very good punt.
He drilled it, no return. Eastern Michigan on offense. They lead by 7 here at the factory. Eastern Michigan came into that game against Western Michigan winless, but their offense just exploded. Yeah. And they are doing good things again today here. A 60-yard punt by Matt Ferentz. Props to him. Here's the run on 1st and 9. Wow, look at this big hole. And big pickup for Eastern Michigan. And they continue to do good things. Trey Bess Didn't know he would be an impact player, but there he goes.
Yeah, went right back to that outside zone with the pitch. They've had some success with it. Why not go back to it, backed up on your own end zone, and now you've got some space.
20 yards on the carry to the 29, and Hutchinson keeps it. That didn't work out too well for him. Not sure if that play was a bust, but it did not unfold the way that Chris Creighton wanted it to.
Yeah, it looks like Hutchinson kind of guessed there, right? He has the read to throw the bubble. He pulls it, and now he gets in trouble. But the one thing he has to do is worry about ball security. He tries to throw the ball late while he's getting tackled. You don't need that. Second and long, and try to convert here.
Second and long from the 28-yard line. Eastern scored the first 10 points. Northern Illinois came back with 10 of their own. And then Eastern had a go-ahead touchdown to make it 17-10 where we're at now.
You got one-on-one at the top of the screen. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a shot there with no safety help.
Pump fake. Oh, big pressure coming. And down goes Hutchinson. James Esther coming in like a bull moose and taking him down.
Hutchinson and his receivers were not on the same page. Hutchinson is looking to throw a quick hitch, but his receivers are continuing to run. Oh, he holds it. Now he's tackled for a sack, and now you've got third and extra long. Now, I'm interested to see what they do here. Do they just run the ball and try to play the field position and punt away, or do they take the middle of the field, which is wide open right now?
Hey, props to Esther. He's a Detroit, Michigan guy from Cass Tech.
Yeah.
So coming home and giving the Eagles some problems. Third and long for Hutchinson. That pump fake gave Esther enough time for the sack, and now Hutchinson will call an Eastern Michigan timeout.
Eastern Michigan in this timeout is going to try to devise a play to try to get to the middle of the field because Northern Illinois came, lined up. If they show that again, they're going to try to get to the middle. See you guys when you come back.
When we say it's foul weather football, this is what we're talking about. Our camera operators out there in the trenches, I think that's camera 3, getting his lens cleaned off. And again, it's not a monsoon, it's not snow, but it is a little bit hard to handle if you're a quarterback.
Yeah, it's wet out there, right? That's essentially what it is. It's just wet, and that can cause problems, and we've seen it rear its ugly head in the kicking game.
Hutchinson will keep, and he'll run, and he'll try to pick his way beyond the 30. There isn't enough for a first down, and that's going to end this drive for Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, safe play. Just see what you can get, then punt the ball away and try to flip the field and give Northern Illinois a long way to go the same way they did you.
So that's a win for the Huskies on defense. And again, we mentioned you got to get that Eastern offense off the field. And Northern Illinois should get decent field position. And there's the punt caught in the air at the 25. Not a great return. Good coverage by Eastern Michigan.
It's a very good directional punt. Putting him on the sideline and leaving him nowhere to go. Very good job.
That was Cole Tucker on the return. Hometown kid from DeKalb. And now Eastern Michigan will go on defense. Northern Illinois, again, if you're looking at the stat sheet, it looks like Eastern Michigan is kind of one-sided in almost every category, but the Huskies are only one touchdown out of this game. From the 30, play fake and a completion here to Ritchie. They'll reverse field and turn it inside, and there's nothing but green there, but still a few yards on first down.
Saw us play earlier for the touchdown. Eastern Michigan snipped it out right away on this play. So much more space. The safeties come out of the middle of the field and shut that play down from the start. You can see he's going to come right across the field. He's going to catch essentially a screen behind the line of scrimmage, allowing the receivers to block, but Eastern Michigan snuffed it out.
Timeout on the field.
Tackled by Gerard Vines for Eastern Michigan. Timeout, another Eastern Michigan injury. We'll ID that player as soon as we can get a clear line of sight. And Chris Creighton has, again, added so much stability and competency to this Eastern Michigan football program since he stepped to that podium 7 years ago to the day.
Yeah, he's done a very good job. And when it comes to coaches around the country, he's ranked very high up there as far as winning percentage, winning 63% of his games. I mean, that's very impressive because those are some really, really talented coaches that's ahead of them and on that list. And to be mentioned with that group at a school where, you know, winning just wasn't a part of what they did, that's very impressive.
Yeah, change the culture here at Eastern Michigan, and you can tell he's in some very select and some very successful company there.
Once again, to the field, top of your screen, we got soft coverage on the best receiver on the Northern Illinois team with no safety help.
Ross Bowers will hand off on first down to Whaley, who only carries for a couple of yards. Actually, it's now third down.
NIU did a great job of taking those easy throws, but they've kind of gotten away from it. I mean, Eastern is giving gifts at the top of the screen because at home, when you're the corner and you're off because you don't want to get beat deep with no help over the top. And in practice, you know, you play those one-on-ones and guys drive on throws. When those lights are bright and ESPN is watching you, you do not want to get beat for a touchdown. So they're going to have to start taking some of these gifts on second and first down and not just running into this stout Eastern Michigan defense.
Huskies have not converted yet on third down, 0 for 3. They'll catch and get yardage after the catch for Whaley, but a good open field tackle for Eastern Michigan made by Terry Myrick, and that is enough to keep Northern Illinois just a couple yards short of a first down. Fourth down and 2 for the Huskies. And the Huskies are going to keep their offense on the field. Again, sometimes they punt out of this formation.
Yeah, initially they're probably going to try to draw them offside, but they may run a play because of the way Eastern has been playing. To the top of your screen, yet again, the defensive back is already starting off 7 to 8 yards back in backing.
Bowers throws in traffic, incomplete. Vines on the coverage. Man, they blanketed the intended receiver, Dennis Robinson.
Dan, they had their best receiver, Tyrese, again. Take a look here to the field. He runs the quick hitch. First down. You picked the wrong side. It's right there. You have to take these gifts because at some point, Eastern is going to make a point to say, hey, we're not going to give you these gifts any longer. And if you figure it out too late, then that's when the interceptions comes and the corner's feeling comfortable to drive on the ball. He has to make better decisions and recognize the coverage and see it's free-for-all out there to the field.
And now it gives the Eagles great field position starting from the Huskies 37. Play fake on first down. Hutchinson going deep and incomplete. And a flag after the incompletion. He wanted Keon Williams.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to get a hold or a pass interference on this play because he's all over the receiver as he's trying to make the catch.
Pass interference. Defense number 13. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's been a very clean game. That's our first flag of the afternoon. That's on Miles McGee, the cornerback, the freshman cornerback.
And Coach Hammock is not happy about that. He's always talked about technique. He's preached technique, keep your hands off and play the ball. The defensive back doesn't do a good job there.
So it's first and 10, Eastern inside the 25 of Northern Illinois. In a rainy afternoon here at the factory. Here's Boone on the run, and he is taken down from behind. Good tackle by Weston Kramer, the defensive tackle. And the rain continues to kind of come strong and be a little problematic for Eastern Michigan.
The safeties are extremely low. Once again, playing that kind of zero coverage. They may go back to the corner route to the top of your screen and maybe be able to score a touchdown.
Hutchinson throws back near side. The little screen underneath is complete for Keon Williams, but he's hit after the catch, but he's inside the 20.
It's a good job getting his hands on the defender, but the lineman just isn't fast enough to get on the outside and make that block, makes him deviate, and that's a short gain. Now it's third and short.
Yeah, great tackle by Kyle Pugh, who's kind of the ignition man for Northern Illinois on defense. Good things happen when he's on the field for them.
Absolutely. He's a 6-year guy, and he's come to play his last game in a Northern Illinois uniform.
3rd down and short for Eastern.
No safeties back.
Hutchinson throwing, and Badoon has it in space and fights ahead inside the 10-yard line.
Wow. How about that catch in those strong hands in the rain from the hometown kid from Dearborn who walked on and has earned his keep? Strong hands, squeeze, not, absolutely not, and I'm going to get an extra yard as well. Very good by Badoon.
He was not going to lose that football.
Absolutely. I mean, that's tough to do in the rain. He had strong hands on that ball and never even had a question on whether he was going to catch it or not.
It's hard to do when it's dry.
Yeah, right.
Let alone when it's wet.
Absolutely right.
1st and goal from the 9. Hutchinson's going to keep. Looked one way, ran another, stays up inside the 5. Northern Illinois finally tackles him, but Nick Ratton was the tackler, but boy, he got more than he thought he was going to.
Yeah, they had a lot of success with the pitch play. Now he's going to get his guard pulling around. The pitch fake gives his offensive line a chance to get out in front, so now he can get this run and find that crease and get down inside the 5-yard line. And this is where Eastern makes their money, and their quarterback is always a big part of it. 2nd and goal, little misdirect. Evans tries to bounce outside, but Northern Illinois will have none of that. There's Pugh near the ball again, and it's Weston Kramer also initiating the end of that play for the Huskies. I mean, you always knew coming in this game that Pugh would have a good day because 6-year senior, he's had some injuries, but this is his last opportunity. He's going to do anything he can, Coach said, to get on this field. He's done it, and he's making an impact. Let's see if he can get another stop.
3rd and goal, big play for Eastern. Huskies want to stop this and maybe just get a field goal.
Man-to-man, one-on-one, all the way across the board.
Hutchinson gonna go for that far corner for Badoon, and incomplete. Oh, he almost had it, just couldn't squeeze that one.
Man, the inside fade has been so cool to watch in football as of late. You get the inside guy running the fade, he's gonna be super patient, he's gonna run to the back corner, and you throw it up. That's a very good throw. Badoon was not able to bring it in, but look for them to go back to that at some point during this game because one-on-one across the board, you've got to win. Badoon won, but he did not make the catch.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That sets up a field goal attempt, a short one for Chad Ryland. Only 25 yards, but still the rain is a factor as he pounds it and knocks it through. And Eastern Michigan has doubled the lead, and they are up 10 points at home on Northern Illinois. Huskies football as our 2nd quarter winds down. Chris Creighton just watched his Eagles peel off a long drive. They were pinned back inside their own 10-yard line, but this run really kind of opened things up.
Yeah, this was a huge run for a number of different reasons, but most importantly, when you're in your own shadow of your own end zone, it's called the black zone. You have that drill in practice, and you're only expected to get 2 first downs to win the drill, right? They only expect you because the percentages are just very, very low. But when you get a run like that to start to drive, then you can drive all the way down and get points. Eastern Michigan did it. They probably would have wanted a touchdown, but 3 points is more than 0.
Kickoff, and they're going to down it in the end zone. No return for Northern Illinois. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Huskies trying to keep up and stay in this game. Corrections that have to be made, Devin, for the Huskies on offense are?
They have to look at their best receiver when he's open, right? We came into this game, we had Rudolph as an impact player because we knew that Eastern Michigan might try to take Richie away, but Eastern Michigan is coming with a totally different plan, and they haven't done it, right? They have not taken him away. They've left him open to the field, and they're doing it again here.
And now they're dealing with the elements as Whaley's on the carry for Northern Illinois. And they make a good tackle. We haven't called Jose Ramirez's number much today, but they give him a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
Now, down at the bottom of your screen, they're going to tighten up the corner and have the safety off the hash so they can help on Richie at any moment. Now, they're going to have to go somewhere else. But Rudolph, your second best receiver, has soft coverage at the top of your screen.
See what Bowers does here on second down. They'll kind of a delayed handoff to Whaley, and he tries to skip outside. Eastern's got 2 tacklers on him. Alphonse Lafleur is the one who put the first hit on him. And again, the rain is probably causing problems.
I mean, Eastern Michigan is doing nothing special. They're 4-2 base. They're not blitzing. They're not doing anything. They're just winning their personal battles up front and stopping the run game. You have to find a way to have a bash slash down at the bottom of your screen. Once again, Tyree Ritchie.
3rd and 6. Bowers throwing and incomplete to Ritchie. Could not handle it. That would have been a first down get for Northern Illinois. Instead, they'll have to punt.
Once again, he's ISO here. He's got soft coverage because they know what he's capable of. He runs a great route. The ball's just a little outside. Now, what he's going to have to do as a receiver is turn your hands over, right? That ball's going to fly to your hands every single time with pinkies together. Turn your hands over, get your thumbs and index fingers together, catch that ball, and convert on 3rd down.
Well, Matt Ferentz has had back-to-back excellent punts. This one's returnable, though, and Badoon will take it and get forced out at about the 30-yard line. So,
now, I'd love to see Northern Illinois go to that earlier in the down and distances instead of waiting to 3rd down, right, where you absolutely have to have it, and give Rich a chance to get his hands on some balls and get his rhythm and get going in his football game, because you're going to need him to be successful for you to stay in the game, because Eastern Michigan's offense is rolling.
So the Eagles, with some time to maybe get a little bit more at the end of this second quarter, leading by 10 on the Huskies. Passing on first down, that is complete far side, but man, did Canoe get drilled after the catch. We've called his name a lot already today. Dylan Thomas on the coverage there.
Dylan Thomas is playing soft coverage similar to the way Eastern Michigan is playing through the field, but he's doing a great job of driving on the ball. But for Eastern, when you're not running the ball well, what do? You get the quick throws, and you get the same amount of yards you might get. They get 4 on first down. That's a win for the Eastern Michigan offense.
The Huskies call the timeout to try to maybe save some second quarter clock for themselves.
Easy throws, give it to him. And so now you see Thomas is driving very, very hard. Now you're going to see the double moves where you go hitch and go and do all the different things you want to do and get big plays out of it. But you first have to take the things they're giving you.
You can see that the Huskies defensively have got their hands full with Eastern Michigan. Only 1 punt so far today for EMU. And there were, naysayers, skeptics looking at Eastern Michigan. They had the late collapse in the fourth quarter here against Central Michigan on Thanksgiving weekend. Instead, they flipped the script and put the hurt on Western Michigan last weekend. Keon Williams on the catch there, right at the first down marker.
The trend for both teams continues. To the field, the defense will be soft, and you'll have gimmies. And if you can get to them and you can catch the ball, you'll be able to convert first downs. Eastern does it again right there.
Yeah, we haven't seen either quarterback, Devin, take any real serious shots downfield.
Yeah, the way that the defense is playing is dictating no shots going to be taken.
Ooh, ball
They're going to get a pass interference there for sure.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that almost got picked off what looked like a deflection. And Devin Lafayette almost had an interception for the Huskies, but let's see what this flag's about.
Yep.
Defense number 7. Ball in place at the spot. Foul.
When you see Badoon, the ball just bounce off of his hands. It's probably a reason for it. He's getting grabbed and harassed all the way down the field. Right there, he's going to grab him. That's pass interference. He keeps his arm away from the ball. He can't get to it. Slows him down. If you impede the receiver's motion, that's going to be a flag every single time.
That's on Jordan Hansen, and again, one of the younger players in the secondary for the Huskies.
Once again, Coach Hammock not happy about the handsy play of the defense, and at some point, he's going to start getting mad at the refs. Like, let him play.
Ball is at the 46, Eastern into Northern Illinois territory. On the hunt for some late points here in this first half against the Huskies. Handoff is to Evans, who casually goes outside, and now Northern Illinois is able to pursue and take him down. Kyle Pugh on the tackle there for the Huskies.
Casual
First
is
time out, Eastern
absolutely
Michigan, their
correct.
second of the half.
Didn't like he was,
This
looked
will
like
be
he
a
was moving as
30-second
fast as he could,
timeout.
but he didn't see Pugh on the backside chasing him. Just very casual, trying to find a way to find a lane and get through, but he doesn't see the backside coming very, very quickly.
Let me modify that. Well, maybe he's waiting for his blocker.
Yes, yes. But you got to feel that backside guy, making sure that you're getting out on that edge and trying to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, halftime we'll cover all of the things that have happened in our first half here at Rynearson Stadium, and also the cardboard cutouts that
Got
have
some
been
fans in the stands,
yes,
eh?
they become very trendy as by necessity in this COVID time
They
we're
should
living
put
in.
a cardboard cutout of me and you so we can be at the game twice. Very good.
You're going to pay for mine. You're going to pay for mine, right?
What?
Oh,
What?
he didn't reach too hard
On
for that
to the
one.
game. Eastern's on offense.
Yes, second and 11. Pump fake, Hutchinson in the middle open, and it's caught at yardage after the catch for Badoon, who takes it down to almost the 30.
This was very good from Hutchinson. Once again, the field throw is wide open. He has it, but he sees Badoon running his business, so he pulls it back and gets this easier throw, running across and lets his guy get the yards after catch.
Finally forced out, but a big pickup for Eastern. They are on the hunt for these points here late in this second
That's
quarter.
hard to do in the rain when you're about to pull that trigger and you just pull it back.
Hutchinson under pressure. Now he'll step up. It's incomplete. Not sure why Northern Illinois thinks that's.
No, they're gonna let that roll, and then they're gonna take a look at it. They're gonna call that a fumble.
Okay, that's.
The ruling on the field is fumble offense,
Okay.
recovery defense.
Well, I guess
First
we're going to
down,
have to see if
Northern
his arm
Illinois.
was moving forward. I
Looks
don't know.
like he might have hit it right before. Oh no, that's a fumble.
Okay.
His hand closes and it falls out of his
Okay.
hand. That's a fumble, and that's because of the rain
The ruling of
conditions.
fumble recovered
Very
by
good job by
defense
the
is under
referees.
review.
All right, I'll defer to you.
Right.
And we had a good camera angle as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in this game as the referee, it's hard to see that just the hand. That looks like his arm is going forward, but the referee sees it right away. Sees his hand closes, the ball goes, his hand doesn't go forward. That's going to be a turnover, and exactly what Northern Illinois need. Mr. Momentum is going to change his address.
Yeah, and you know he kind of started to pull it back down after it was going forward.
Yeah, the tuck was
That
made
was
famous
just-
by somebody that played just up the road in Ann Arbor.
Not too far. You met him? Have you?
A few
No,
times.
not okay.
A few
Yeah,
times,
that's right.
Got a chance to be in a locker room with him.
Dropping names.
Old Tom Brady. Some people say that the tuck rule is what really kick-started that Patriots dynasty when they got that ball back and Charles
snow.
Woodson. Yeah, that's crazy how one play maybe could change an entire decade of football.
Yeah. And again, let's make sure we identify our officials today. Referee is Tim O'Day. Jim Schaefer is our replay official. Haven't had many penalties at all today.
It's been a fairly clean game.
Clean game.
Had a few injuries, but not a whole bunch of laundry on the field.
A wet game, not clean.
See the referee has his towel there to make sure you keep the balls dry as possible when you're spotting it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of fumble recovery defense stands as called. First down, Northern Illinois.
Yeah, so for at home, when he says stands as called, he means that there wasn't enough information on the film to say that we confirmed that we were absolutely right, but also there's nothing there that can say that we need to change the call, which means whatever call was made on the field is going to stand, and I think it was a very good call.
So it goes for Northern Illinois, a turnover, and it's their football with some time. Let's see if they can go big here. Now they go deep. Richie underneath, and did he catch it? They say yes. Not an easy catch.
Seems like Northern Illinois has been listening. That field is going to be vacant. Got to get a better throw, but great job by Richie making the catch.
And whistles before this play unfolds.
You're going to take a look at it. Looked like it might have skipped off the field a little
The
bit
ruling on
there.
the field on the previous play was catch. Second down, short of the line of the game. That ruling is under review.
So another trip under the umbrella.
All right, let's see. I'm going to try to get the call before he does.
And that's not a catch. Oh, well.
Hey, not so fast there, Dan. That's a very good catch by Tyrese Ritchie. How about that? All your momentum. Let me just tell you how hard that is. I played a little receiver my day.
Yes,
all of your momentum is running on an out route, and you slide as if you're a baseball player and reach behind you and stop the ball from hitting the ground in the rain. Oh my gosh, that's a very good play. I don't know how this drive is going to end. I hope they hope they get points, but that is a very good catch.
Yeah,
you can keep looking as close as you want, Dan, but I'm just telling you, that ball bounces off his hands, and that's a very good catch. Dan's up in the booth trying to check and see. No need to check, Dan. I'm telling you, 100% that call is going to stand and maybe even confirmed.
Yeah, Ritchie and let's see, they're trying to.
Very good job by the referees as well. Getting that call right on the field and never having, obviously they're going to review it because of the time and what's at stake, but they got the call right once again in live action.
I don't know how you can overturn that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. But once again, the field throws are there.
Yeah.
And you can get him out there. You're going to have a lot of success, and Richie's going to have himself yet another day.
And Northern Illinois is lined up like that's a catch. Eastern is going to come back on the field defensively and set up. This is a long
What I want
review.
from this referee is conviction. I want to hear confirmed.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of catch is confirmed.
Oh, yes.
The ball will be placed midway onto the 35-yard line, where it does result in a first down.
I think they can hear you from
please
up
reset
here.
the game clock to 1 minute, 9
Conviction.
seconds. 1:09, please.
We made the
It
right
will be
call, and we're
first
going to
and 10,
confirm.
That's right.
Northern Illinois. Thank you.
If they just come to you earlier, we could save some time,
we can
right?
save some time is what I'm saying, Dan. Jeez.
1:09 left. The Huskies get some time on the game clock. They're going to go into their big play package here with 1:09 left and now counting. Here's Bowers. Got some time. He'll
Once
throw
again.
a little comeback route complete to Dennis Robinson. Ball is on the turf. They say the pass is incomplete, and this one's blown dead. I don't know how many officials have to blow a whistle before they stop playing, but maybe everybody has to get in there.
Definitely the whistle was definitely blown. But once again, the ball's late.
The ruling on
Right?
the field
He
is
has
incomplete
to catch this ball
Third
and
down.
make sure that he secures it.
Correction, second down.
You have to know what Eastern has been doing to you for an entire half. They have not adjusted once. You need to get the ball out faster, knowing what you're going to have.
Well, if I'm Chris Creighton, I would like to see that one reviewed.
That'll be tough, though, just because they blew the whistle so
Yeah.
early and no clear recovery.
So the Huskies keep the football and still trying to orchestrate something significant here with a 10-point Eastern lead.
There he is.
Bowers,
Get it to him now.
pressure coming. Now he'll run out of the pocket. And he'll throw. Oh, dropped by Ritchie. And if Ritchie had caught that in stride, he might have been able to break that for a big one.
Once again, from watching film earlier in the week, you saw that sometimes Bowers just wasn't on time. Once again, he had Ritchie wide open at the beginning of the play. He does a good job creating, and Ritchie doesn't make the catch. But get it to him right away. Know what the defense is doing to you and execute. He's not doing a very good job in his first half. When he gets into the locker room, they're going to talk to him and say, hey, we have what we want. You got to get to him.
Yeah, that was a catchable ball, though, for Tyrese. They'll run for Whaley, and he gets slowed up and finally taken down after a short gain.
You're going to get a quick timeout from Eastern.
Brings up fourth down for the
Charge
Huskies.
timeout, Eastern Michigan. Their third and final timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So the Eagles call timeout. And they figure whatever happens on this next play, if they get the football back, they can still do some creative things. Remember, Eastern Michigan jumped out with 10 points. Northern Illinois answered with the next 10, and then Eastern has put up 10 points since. There's Whaley on the run.
Yeah, we're gonna have 45 seconds left here for Eastern Michigan. 44 seconds. This leaves a lot of time for this offense, who's really gotten themselves into a groove, moving the ball. They had a turnover on the last drive, but not necessarily forced, right? You're trying to throw, and the ball comes out. But this isn't good for Northern Illinois giving this ball back with so much time.
So the Huskies will punt. Ferentz has been excellent today, and that was a beauty. Caught in the air and dropped at the 15, and it's going to be pretty much no return for Eastern Michigan. Boy, Matt Ferentz has really helped out Northern Illinois today with some great punts, and he pins back Eastern Michigan again. The Eagles are going to be starting with poor field position and just 32 seconds left.
Coach Hammock talked earlier this week about how he liked the way his special teams have been playing, especially with so many young guys contributing, and they're doing a good job today. They got a turnover. The punting game has been awesome. And now they pin Eastern Michigan down again. In this situation, Eastern Michigan's probably going to get either a run play or a screen or something to see what they get to see if they're going to go forward with this drive.
They hand off to Boone, and he goes right in the middle, and that kind of gives you an idea.
That's not enough. Yeah, if he gets a bigger gain, maybe they go fast, but that's not enough. They're going to sit on this ball going to halftime up 10.
So Preston Hutchinson will keep the offense at kind of a low burn here. And this is going to end our first half of football here at Rynearson Stadium. Eastern Michigan has...
That's the end of the first half.
Doubled up the lead on Northern Illinois. 20-10 is our halftime lead over the Northern Illinois Huskies. We'll come back and get into our halftime coverage here. The Eagles lead Northern Illinois by 10 at the factory in Ypsilanti. Halftime here at Rynearson Stadium. It's a 20-10 lead for the hometown Eagles over the Huskies. More of our halftime coverage when we come back to Ypsilanti. We continue with halftime coverage here at Rynearson Stadium in Ypsilanti. Halftime between Northern Illinois and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Well, obviously the 2020 football season has been very unique, to say the least. But really, when you're at home looking out at the field, things look very familiar. But when the players look backwards from the field into the stands, that's another story altogether.
How did we go from this to this and these?
We got a mix of the real thing with fans and masks on, and then the cardboard cutouts. Which, did I tell you my daughter spent $175 on those cardboard cutouts for a game next week?
Absolutely.
She wouldn't stop.
Thanks to the realities of the pandemic, college football has gone to the dogs. The cats? The Nature Boy. It went from full houses to full cardboard. Though not everybody is on board.
I just have to be honest, I haven't quite gotten the hang of the cutout people in the stands, you know. Now all of a sudden we have these people frozen in time sitting there in this stadium with enthusiastic expressions on their face.
It's just kind of a spectacle, and the cutouts are almost a new age way of doing that during the pandemic, because they see crazy fans, they see random guys holding green beans, and they're like, I want to know more about this.
I honestly like seeing the dogs up in the stands. It's at least something besides empty seats.
It's cool, but then again, it's kind of weird.
Picked off, Eric Stokes.
So I had to just shush the cardboard people because like they was being loud from the beginning. So I just had to shush them down.
Texas head coach Tom Herman is doing his part to keep Austin weird.
Talking to our marketing people as we speak, I think we should have a whole section in the stands of every Matthew McConaughey character ever played. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to see.
All right. With these cutouts, it's a new way to connect, and it's just another way for people to feel happy.
It's this picture. Here, let's just look at these for right now.
Alex McDaniel played in the Ole Miss marching band. And with the help of her dad, Tommy, she even had her baby shower at the Grove. Jack McDaniel was born in October 2013.
He was thrilled about it. And really kind of looked forward to brainwashing him, I think, into loving Ole Miss.
Tommy McDaniel never got that chance. He died of cancer in October 2014. They would have gone to games together.
Totally, 100%. And he probably wouldn't have invited us. It just would have been him and Jack.
As it turns out, grandfather and grandson are at the games. Alex bought 2 cutouts, and Ole Miss officials made sure they were seated together.
And I understand how easy it is to look at the cutouts and say they're silly, but I think in college football, you're never too far from a story of love and of family.
There is family, and then there are these 2 supposed Oklahoma fans who submitted cutouts to Texas. They got in, beer can curlers and all, but were assigned the worst seats in the house. So until this returns, the cutout is king.
I think it's a way for people to feel good about themselves, and it comes at no cost to anyone else. It's just good, clean, simple fun.
We pick it up with first half highlights between Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois here at the Factory. A 20-10 halftime lead for Eastern Michigan. Dan Gutowski and Devin Gardner. Devin, we saw a lot of what we expected from Eastern. Northern Illinois, not quite as much offensively.
Yeah, they're not able to get going, and it's a few misreads by the quarterback and a lot of other things. They can't get the running game going. A lot of issues going, but hopefully they can make some adjustments and pick it up in the second half.
Let's pick up the highlights here with Eastern Michigan getting things under control offensively early. The run here keeps the drive going for EMU on 4th down.
That was a big play, a big decision early in the game in your own territory, and then they finish it with a great post corner by Canoe getting in the end zone. Very good job, a very good start for Eastern Michigan, but then the blunders began. They hit the ball and give it right back to Northern Illinois after Northern Illinois had already driven down and got a field goal. They turned that into points with their best player, Tyrese Ritchie, on a quick screen, gets in the end zone. Look at that fight. Very good job by him. But from there, it was all Eastern Michigan running the ball, throwing the ball, doing pretty much anything they want to get down the field, and they pretty much controlled this game from that point.
Samson Evans had the long carry. There's the touchdown catch by Drummond, and that's where we're at, 20-10. This guy needs to be better in the second half.
Yeah, for NIU, Ritchie has to be their guy. They're giving him some gifts, right? Last week we saw Eastern Michigan double the best receiver on Western Michigan. Today, they're leaving Tyrese Ritchie wide open. They're going to have to find a way to get him the football so that this offense can get going and they can have a chance to win this game.
Quickly on stats here, the numbers in favor of Eastern Michigan offensively.
Yeah, in a big way, they're dominating this football game to this point, but there's still 2 more quarters left.
Northern Illinois will have the football when we come back to Rynearson Stadium. A 20-10 lead for Eastern at the half. Skies are clearing a little bit here in southeast Michigan, so maybe the storms have passed and rain will no longer be a factor here. Let's take a trip around the Mid-American Conference. And we have 2 games, 1 game in progress, 2 coming up a little bit later on, and a couple of games that have been taken off the board completely. Western Michigan and Ball State. Very important game. The winner is going to be going to the MAC championship game at Ford Field.
Yeah, a lot of people that care about MACtion, they're going to have their eyes on that game because those are 2 talented teams, and it looks like a close one at the half.
And Buffalo is really the top of the class, really, maybe in both divisions, but still got to play out the season and see what happens in the MAC championship game. But boy, Buffalo has set the standard all year.
Yeah, they've had themselves quite a year, not a whole bunch of tough games. We're going to see when they get to the MAC championship because Western Michigan and Ball State are both formidable opponents on the other side.
So that sets the stage for the other MAC games that are happening today or not happening, depending on what school you're following. But we'll certainly keep all eyes on this game. A lot of things are important for that coach that you saw in your monitor earlier and that coach that you saw just there. Eastern Michigan. They both think, and the truth is, these are two very good football teams, and for various reasons, they haven't had the one-loss success that they've wanted. But ending your season with a win is always a good thing, as the ball is not returned, and the Huskies will have the football. And again, their offense a little bit inconsistent in the first half. They're going to need to show some improvement in this third quarter.
Yeah, we talked about it in the break, and Tyrese Ritchie has to be the guy. They have to find different ways. They did a decent job early in the game. They kind of got away from it, but they got to find a variety of ways of getting him the football.
Ross Bowers under center again for Northern Illinois. They'll hand off to Whaley, first down. Good run off the end and into the secondary outside the first down marker, and a big pickup for Harrison Whaley. Nice start to the third quarter for NIU.
If you want to get yourself back in a football game that you're down 10, that's the way to start the half.
That's a 14-yard carry to the Northern Illinois 39-yard line.
Now let's see if the adjustment has been made. Down here to the field at the bottom of your screen again. Once again, Ritchie is one-on-one with very, very soft coverage. Almost 10 yards.
Bowers will hand off to Whaley. Gets a little bit of room in the middle. Not a little room, a lot of room. And he is beyond the first down marker again. Back-to-back 10-yard plus runs for Northern Illinois' Harrison Whaley.
He was held in check in the first half. He's obviously coming to the second half ready to run the ball.
Fresh legs, and the Huskies are doing it on the ground to start this third quarter of football. Back to Whaley. More room in the middle. Now a good tackle. Good one-on-one tackle made there. Eastern Michigan needed a stop. They got it.
It's the freshman Shine. It's a very good form tackle.
So another positive run for Northern Illinois, trailing by 10. And they are into Eastern Michigan territory. Now Bowers will throw, and a little bit off the target. Looking at Dennis Robinson. We've seen Robinson do good things offensively for Northern Illinois. That one wasn't quite there, was it?
Obviously, you want to have that catch, but that ball needs to be put on the outside shoulder, giving him a chance to make it in stride. Eastern is coming to the second half with the same plan. Leave that field throw wide open. And for me, if I'm the Eastern Michigan defense coordinator, I give you that because you haven't shown the propensity to be able to take it.
Big third down call here for Northern Illinois. Bowers throws, same spot. This time he hooks up with Robinson. That is an NIU first down. Ball is loose, picked up by Eastern Michigan, and the Eagles are going to try and turn it back the other way. And EMU is going to score the touchdown on the fumble return. And Mark Lee, let's see how this unfolded.
They do exactly what we've been clamoring for them to do. They get the ball outside because of the soft coverage, and that young freshman Shine does an amazing job and strips that ball out. And at the start, he knows that's a touchdown for his teammate, number 17, Mark Lee. Very good job by the young player, Kempton Shine, getting that ball out and creating points for the defense. Now they're going to check and see, did he step out of bounds before? But it's not looking like it.
Let's look at that foot.
Can you see some gray? Can you see just a little bit of gray? All you need is a slither of gray.
I don't know if they can overturn that.
Yeah, but from that angle, they're going to have to get a different angle to see. Yeah, that's not going to do it either.
Right there would be the angle, but
that's not going to do it.
Yeah, well, that's
not going to be enough.
I don't know if there's a lesson there for a receiver about how you protect a football or let a play just end. That's a 61-yard return off the strip.
Here's the last. This is the angle that they're going to have to use to see if there's a. Oh no, he's in bounds. They're not going to be able to do that. He's in bounds, and that's going to be points for the defense. Young receivers at home, when you run the out route from the outside receiver position, the design of this play is to get the first down, drag your foot, get out of bounds. He stops, tries to fight for extra yards, and I love the effort. That's exactly what you want, but that's not the design of the play. We designed this play to get out of bounds, catch the ball, get the first down. He tries to fight. You can't fault him for that, but he needs to protect the ball. And now Northern Illinois tried to steal the momentum back, and they started with great runs, that completion. Now Eastern has another score.
And it was Kempton Shine who made the strip.
The ruling of fumble, recovery defense, touchdown is confirmed, and it is a touchdown.
So it's an Eastern Michigan touchdown on the strip. That's Tim O'Day, our referee, confirming the turnover and the touchdown score. And boy, does that change how this game looks for Northern Illinois right now.
Yeah, Coach Hammock is not happy about that. I mean, it's been a lot of things that has happened to Northern Illinois that's hurt themselves, right? They continue some drives with some pass interferences. The one turnover they got on special teams, since that point, it's been all Eastern as far as making sure they're protecting the ball and doing the right things.
Chad Ryland makes the extra point, and the turnover becomes a touchdown for Eastern Michigan. And a tough hole for Northern Illinois with the touchdown of 61 yards returned by Mark Lee. 27-10 is our Eastern lead in the third quarter. Well, third quarter starts don't get much better than this for Chris Creighton. He gets the early tip on the touchdown confirmed. Yeah, he's jumping all over that bench.
Nothing like a linesman running down, getting to his position, and just let you know on the way, hey, just so you know, that's got to be a touchdown.
Happy anniversary, Coach Creighton, 7 years here in Ypsilanti.
Yes.
To the day. And he hopes to secure the second win of the season for EMU today. And here comes Northern Illinois on the return. To Trayvon Rudolph on the return.
Steven Sheeta came down and absolutely destroyed the return.
And again, we've seen Northern Illinois get tested in the second half of some of these games. Last week against Toledo, their offense really struggled to move the football, and it wasn't until the fourth quarter that the Rockets made their move and put the game away. But this is not a team that will go quietly. Bowers will hand off. They've been pretty consistent about staying on the ground here. And it's Whaley again on the carry, but not much there for him on the ground.
Down 17, though there's a bunch of time left in this third quarter, you still have a fourth. You got to start trying to find a way to get explosive plays, and you have one to the top of your screen with soft coverage on your best receiver once again, waiting for you.
Gain of 3 yards, sets up 2nd down and 7. Again, back to Whaley. Able to skip out of a tackle and stay up and outside the 30 for an NIU first down. He is definitely carrying the load offensively for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, the result is good, but this is not a very good play. This is just, he's stopped in the backfield, but because of how talented he is, he makes a play. The defense is dictating that you throw the ball and take these easy throws, and they're just not doing it, and good things are bound not to happen.
That's a gain of 9 yards. Back to the ground game for Northern Illinois, and that's Aaron Collins. Haven't called his number much today. He's the junior from Plant City, Florida. And another Eastern Michigan player is down on the field.
Timeout on the field for media.
Timeout here at Rynearson Stadium. A 27-10 third quarter lead for the EMU Eagles. Clouds are opening up here in Ypsilanti, and it's Devin Gardner. looking good.
The old number 12. Always loved wearing the black sleeves off of the blue uniforms. I thought that was pretty cool.
Some big games at the big house for my partner here. Northern Illinois trying to get a big play here. They go deep on this one, and it's too much. That was a good throw by Bowers, but not quite on target for Tyrese Ritchie.
Now, let's talk a little football here. What they did was a double move, a hitch and go. Now, they've run the hitches over and over again, but they haven't thrown them. So the defense is not going to break on the ball if you haven't done the play off of the play already. So they ran the play off of the play without ever running the actual play first. You have to complete the hitch, and then you run the hitch and go, and the corner's going to bite on the hitch and you have a touchdown. You can't run the play off of the play before you actually execute the play.
That's Kenton Shine on the coverage for EMU. That's a big test for him, and he's doing well. There's a catch far side. Ooh, and a hard tackle afterwards. And that's Shine on a different receiver for Northern Illinois.
Young cornerback is having himself quite a day.
Messiah Travis makes the catch, but
freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, just stopping everything that Northern Illinois tries to do to that field. But once again, I mean, he's 10 to 15 yards off. You're going to have that all day, but you can't wait until third down to do it only, because now you're faced with a fourth down that you absolutely have to get to make sure Eastern offense stays off the field.
Fourth and short for Northern Illinois, and Eastern Michigan's going to call a timeout.
Eastern Michigan, they're first of the half. This will be 30 seconds in length.
Not a great place to take a timeout, but having a 17-point lead gives you a little bit of a cushion if you're Chris Creighton that way.
He's got to be happy with the way not only his offense but his defense has played. Remember, last week they gave up 42 points, right? So they came in this game trying to prove something to make sure that people know, hey, that's not who we are, right? We can stop the run, we can stop the pass, and we can play better defense, and they're doing a good job here. Now, they need to get a stop on this fourth down, and they can almost put this game away if their offense can get out there and get points.
By the way, Jose Ramirez was the injured Eastern Michigan player who was taken off the field. We'll try and update his status. And now on 4th and 1 for Northern Illinois. Quarterback keep, and that's a first down and then some. And again, we have talked about Northern Illinois changing quarterbacks. That was Dustin Fletcher under center, and that's a no-brainer.
Very talented runner and passer at Carmen Ainsworth in high school. He comes in and puts his foot in the ground and runs that quarter power. And as you can see, he's been chopping at the bit to get an opportunity. I've known him for quite some time. He's always been a tough kid. His brother played defensive end at Michigan State, and so you know toughness runs in the family. And he stays out there.
He's on the field now. Big kid. Flint not far from Ypsilanti. Fletcher is going to keep it and pick his way ahead and get hit hard, but he's right there at the first down marker.
Fresh legs coming in, ready to perform. Very good job by Dustin Fletcher, being on the sideline on a cold day all day and making sure he's ready to play. He fakes the draw, sticks his foot in the ground, finds his way, and he gets 9 yards on first down.
9 yards to the EMU 36. So we'll see how long he stays out. So far, so good for the Huskies on offense at the EMU just outside the 35. Fletcher, quarterback keep, space in front of him, into the secondary. Taken down inside the 10-yard line. Maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by Corey Hernandez, the Rover.
The pride of Flint Carmen Ainsworth has come into this football game and made a splash. He gets, it's an outside zone, right? So it's designed to go outside, but he sees the crease, sticks his foot in the ground, a linebacker overplays it, he gets vertical and gets a huge gain. This is the spark that Northern Illinois has been looking for. It comes in the form of freshman quarterback Dustin Fletcher.
28 yards to the 8-yard line. Ritchie and Travis are at the high end of your screen. And Collins is on the carry. There's nothing for him there. And a late hit by Eastern Michigan.
Not smart. Not smart at all.
Great defensive play is undone by the late hit.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, defense number 5. The ball will be moved half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
That's on Corey Hernandez, and that doesn't help. It gives them a first down.
Yeah, you get a stop and get the running back. Oh, wow. I mean, that's uncalled for. I mean, it's not even close. He's on his back and getting rolled over your teammate, and you come and you really hit your teammate in the back. My goodness. Got to make better decisions there.
Ball is just outside the 5-yard line.
Now, things are getting tight in this. Everything is close, so we're going to find a way to get some innovation, maybe throw the ball, get some jet sweep, anything else. But it looks like they're going to add a blocker.
And false start against the Huskies.
False start.
So they give back after Eastern Michigan just gave to them.
You know what would really be cool? If they get a little closer, right? This is a little too far. They get a little closer. How about that old Tim Tebow fake power jump pass?
Ooh.
Right? How about the quarterback faking the power run himself and then the jump pass over the top? That'd be cool.
Well, you know the Huskies are going to empty their playbook out. And again, what a challenging season. Their team is just young, inexperienced.
Yeah, they go back to Bowers. I don't like this. I think Dustin Fletcher was finding a groove. And if you're going to run the ball, you should do it with Dustin Fletcher.
Oh, they're going to go in the end zone right there. That's a no doubt about it. Aaron Collins, touchdown run. Eastern Michigan could not get a hand on it.
Very good job. Bowers finished it off, but it was Dustin Fletcher that got that drive going and gave Northern Illinois this opportunity to get in the end zone. I like Collins on film. He hasn't had a chance to get the ball much today in this game, but he does a great job finding his way through the line of scrimmage, and if not for Whaley being so talented, he would be the guy.
So Northern Illinois showing a spark on offense, keyed by the appearance of Dustin Fletcher for a lot of plays in this series, but it's the Aaron Collins run that finishes the drive for Northern Illinois. And they have closed the deficit to 10 points. There is not quit in this Huskies team.
Yeah, they're young, they're fiery, they think they have a chance. And how about their youth giving them a chance to get down and get in the end zone? Great job by Collins, getting on the edge, another outside zone play, and finding his way through to get in the end zone untouched.
Dustin Fletcher has 3 carries for 50 yards. And he is putting the Huskies back in competition in this game against the Eagles. And
more selfies. And Dustin Fletcher, you get in there because that drive was absolutely yours.
You own that one.
You own that one. Get your butt in there and you get you a shot as well.
And there's a rainbow and the clouds are opening up and sun is out.
I mean, we talked earlier about this Michigan weather. I mean, you can get everything. We saw the frozen tundra with some sleet and a little rain and puddles everywhere. And now we have beautiful blue skies with a rainbow. How about that, Dan?
Amazing. Amazing.
Gotta love this Michigan variety of weather. It's like a great offense. Just so much variety. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, temperatures in the low 50s in mid-December, unexpected. But
if Michigan
weather unexpected, right?
If Michigan weather was an offense, it'd be the best offense of all time. You just never know. You just never.
It'd be unpredictable for sure. Baydoun on the fair catch, and Eastern Michigan had the turnover that turned into a touchdown on the same play that put them up 27-10, and now the Huskies answer, as you see Preston Hutchinson's numbers today, pretty good. Remember the third quarter last weekend in Kalamazoo is where the Eagles really kind of revved it up and put the squeeze on the Broncos. Let's see what Hutchinson does here on first down. In the middle, caught by Canoe, gets pushed back.
Forward progress is going to give him about 7 yards on the game.
Yeah, Dylan Thomas is the tackler.
I mean, they've loved this play all day. They started the game with it. They got a touchdown with it, and they get back to it again where Canoe's going to run a slant. You're going to have the inside guy run a quick out route, and Hutchinson has done a great job every time reading it out.
That's a 7-yard gain on first down. Now they'll run, and they will get right to that first down marker.
How about the bowling ball in the outside zone saying, you know what, I've been cut off. I'm going to take my helmet and put it right through your chest for a first down.
Yeah, Darius Boone. We told you that Eastern Michigan's running game is rejuvenated when he is on the field. And it's first down Eagles at their own 35. Hutchinson looking downfield, and it is caught inbounds by Badoon. Pushed out after a gain of about 10 and a first down for Eastern.
Very good job. That's essentially a naked smash concept where you have a guy in the flat and you have an inside receiver running the corner. Great job by Badoon realizing where he is, running out of real estate and staying in bounds, catching the ball, first down.
Hutchinson, pump fake, now a deep throw in the middle for Badoon. Did he hold on? Looks like it to the NIU 30-yard line.
Badoon makes another play. The middle of the field is open. Once again, Hutchinson doesn't like what he sees. He pumps. He doesn't like it. He brings it back, and then he pulls the trigger right to Badoon
First down.
to make a perceived catch.
That looks pretty good. But that's
all right now.
Going to be reviewed.
I'm telling you, these eyes, they're amazing. I'm telling you, I think I saw that ball peek right under his arm and graze the turf right there, and it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's right. That's why we have multiple cameras.
Man, these eyes, man. These eyes. I just want to thank my mom for Marlene Turner giving birth to me and giving me a great set of eyes.
I don't know. Did it touch the ground, though?
Oh, I think it did, man. I'm going to go with conviction here, right? I've been right all day. There's no reason for me to not be right here. That ball slipped through, and it grazed the turf and aided him in the catch. And this is going to be overturned. And you say no. Let's wait and see.
No. I'm unlike you. I'm not going to commit. I'm going to ride.
Come on, Dad, you have to commit.
No, I'm going to ride the fence. I'm a fence rider today for you. It is very close.
Very close.
Again, the key is, can you overturn it? I think the end zone angle is the one that's the best one. If this catch does stand,
I'm going to lose my perfect percentage. But if it's incomplete, I'll be perfect on it.
He'll have 6 catches for 101 yards if this catch stands, and that would put him at 4 career 100-plus yard games.
After walking on.
After walking on.
The play, the ruling on the field of catch stands as called. First down.
No longer perfect
so
on the day.
You take a hit.
Take a hit. I take a hit for sure. But for a good call, a guy from here, Dearborn, got a chance to watch him as a high school player. Now he gets 100 yards, a walk-on. Great story.
Absolutely. First down, Eagles.
I'll take that hit every day of the week.
From the 31-yard line. Toss, far side. And there's a carry for Trey Bess. Called his name a few times today. And he's had some good carries for EMU. Another one a little bit undersized, 5'9", 190 pounds.
Runs a lot bigger, right? Sticks his foot in the ground and puts his shoulder pads down and wins the leverage battle until the rest of the Northern Illinois defense comes to help.
7-yard carry for Trey. Ball at the Northern Illinois 25-yard line.
Got Badoon right here. Inside leverage on him. The bottom of your screen.
Hutchinson will catch it or throw it complete. Far side, and they continue to work with Keon Williams on the reception.
Taking what the defense gives you in early down distances, and when they don't expect it, Eastern Michigan is doing a phenomenal job. They did it all week last week, and they're doing it again today, and it's been very successful for them. Now, wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the corner or the fade down here at the bottom of the screen that they ran earlier.
6 yards to the 18. Now they run in the middle. Nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Darius Boone at Eastern Michigan. 18 yards on the score for the Eagles.
gotta love the big lineman getting in on the celebration because this is their touchdown. He runs in untouched because the linemen get to the second level and clear it out for him. Very good job, and very good job by him recognizing this wasn't on me. My linemen really aided me into being able to get there, and they get in on it. Danella, yes, that's very, very good. Very good. Very good.
Eastern Michigan padding the score a little bit with Darius Boone now 7 carries for 32 yards. And the long run for 18 yards is the Eastern Michigan touchdown. 34-17 is our third quarter lead for Eastern Michigan. June was instrumental in Eastern's road win at Western Michigan. And today he's making hay with Northern Illinois. Look at this resume. The Burlsworth Trophy awarded to the most outstanding player who began his career as a walk-on.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier as a guy who bet on himself. And coming from Dearborn, not only just Dearborn High School, but Dearborn Forest, in that community, they are tough, right? They are tough, and they are people, if given an opportunity, they'll bet on themselves, and they'll win every time. And he's doing it, and he's doing a great job of it, not only last week, but this week and this entire season.
Ball caught at the 15, and the Huskies return it and take it out to about the 30. That's Trayvon Rudolph on the return. And trading scores is not going to work for Northern Illinois. They've, kind of let Eastern Michigan get out in front by 10 points, and they've been playing come from behind pretty much ever since. And the quarterback change, not really a change. Ross Bauer's been under center for most of the snaps, except for Dustin Fletcher's third quarter appearances. This is Harrison Whaley running on first down for a couple of yards.
The first play of the last 3 drives have been the outside zone, and they go right back to it. And obviously, Eastern Michigan has found a way to stop it. They've got to have more variety, not only on first down, but throughout the drive. Early in downs, they need to get the ball in the air and try to take advantage of the soft coverage that Eastern Michigan continues to play, giving them gifts.
Second down and 8. Huskies throw, quick ball, incomplete. Kind of a hot throw.
Young quarterbacks at home. Yep. How important is accuracy? It's this important. They do a good job of a quick throw, right? That's the same as kind of a hitch, right? You get it out quickly, but the ball is out in front with the receiver just waiting for the ball, and the ball's way out in front. Now, do we expect this wide receiver to catch the ball? Absolutely. It touches both of his hands. But the quarterback, Bowers, can make it a lot easier for him to catch. And now he's going to turn that into about a 20-yard game because there was nobody from Eastern Michigan pursuing.
Bowers' passing numbers 10 of 18 for 71 yards.
Please reset the game clock to 5:06. It will start on the snap. Thank you.
A little bit of time, caught in open field, first down and then some for the big gain for Northern Illinois. The tight end, Daniel Crawford. He is a guy that can really do big things for the Huskies. He just did one there.
Yeah, this is something that we haven't seen. 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. I know where I'm going with the ball, get it out quickly, and now you give your receiver a chance to make a play. Quick, accurate throw, first down Northern Illinois, and that's what we need to see more of if they have any chance of getting back in this game.
Daniel Crawford, another local kid, a Detroit native from Macomb, Dakota High School. Play fake, Bowers, all kinds of time. Finally throwing deep downfield, one-on-one, incomplete. Had a good look and almost connected with Messiah Travis, but
Messiah Travis was running wide open for about 15 to 20 yards. Bowers just can't get to him. The one thing that's confusing for me on that play is that's a 2-man route, right? So there's not a whole bunch to read. You have to see there's no safety in the middle of the field, and you have your receiver screaming across the field wide open. He finds him late, turns it into a combat catch. You expect him to make the catch, but he does not make it. lost opportunity for Northern Illinois.
Freddie McGee is the injured Eastern Michigan player on that play. The pass to Daniel Crawford went for 21 yards.
Yeah, you expect him to make this catch, right? He should definitely make this catch. But he's running wide open for 15 yards. Look at Shine. You know, those DBs always celebrate, you know. He was nowhere near that play. And he slides down on one knee and gives the old a no chance, no fly zone. Oh, it's so funny. I love DBs. But he's had himself quite a day, so he deserves that.
Freddie's back on his feet and walking off under his own power with...
It's always a good sign.
Appears to be comfortable and not gingerly walking. So maybe if there's an injury, it's upper body, but we'll see again. And now the sun, wow, the sun is just burning, blazing bright. The rainbow went away, but the sun has stayed, and the weather conditions are great, especially for mid-December here in southeast Michigan.
Got Dustin Fletcher back in the game at the quarterback position.
Again, this is kind of the back and forth for Thomas Hammock and the NIU offense. Fletcher will keep and escape from a couple of tacklers and get out to about the 45-yard line into EMU territory.
Quarterback draw. Quick gain of 5. Very good job on second down to make it a third and manageable. Will they leave him in the game and allow him to throw the ball? Because here, I don't think the quarterback draw or the quarterback power is going to be something that's going to get you the 5 yards that you need. But they may take it, run that play, and almost guarantee that they're going to go for it on fourth down.
So third down and 5 with Dustin Fletcher under center. He'll keep. Blockers in front of him, and he gets right to the first down marker, but I don't think he got it.
Yeah, he didn't get it, but looks like they're going to go for it, right? With the time that like it is and the score what it is, it's a smart decision to go for it here. And he's done a great job, right? Even though they know he hasn't shown that he's going to throw the ball, they still haven't been able to stop him. And so I look for them to get him with the ball in his hands once again and collect his first down.
Well, that's like half a yard away. I mean, it's so close for Northern Illinois. Fourth down and 1.
Yeah, 6'3", 220 pounds. You get him ahead of steam, and he'll probably pick up the first down.
Travis in motion. Fletcher on the keep and turns it inside for the first down and a couple more.
Shows a real good savvy for running the football, right? He sticks his foot in the ground, right? His quarterback power. At first, he gets cut off, so he sticks his foot in the ground, gets left, and then he gets vertical right there. Sticks his foot in the ground and gets the first down to be sure there's no chance that he didn't get it.
3 yards, and they're at the Eastern 38.
Will they let him throw the ball? That's the question here. Because it's 7 guys in the box waiting for him on defense.
Fletcher will hand off. Now they turn it back the other way. Hall gets drilled. Myrick on the tackle along with Corey Hernandez and a flag.
You saw him cut back earlier. He does it again right here, and he creates a hole for the offensive lineman, not expecting him to go that way.
Holding. Offense number 70. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
That's on the left tackle, Marquez Cox.
Cox cannot see him reversing field, and he just grabs on right as the running back is going the other way. Insert Bowers on a first and very, very long. But at the top of your screen, they're still giving you all the quick throws. We've seen Bowers be very, very good when he knows where he's going with the ball and he makes a quick decision. Let's see if they give him that here.
Backed up to the Eastern 48. Bowers throwing, and oh man, that was a tough catch. Did he stay in bounds? Tucker grabbed it.
Very good job. Like we talked about, 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. Very good job. You catch it. He has both in. That's actually a catch at the next level as well.
Cole Tucker getting some yards for Northern Illinois, but it only gets them about half of what they needed, but it's still second down and 10. Now it's manageable.
You have the same thing at the top of the screen if you want it. Quickly make a decision, get the ball out.
Bowers to Whaley on the handoff. Room on the edge, and he pounds ahead down to about the 32-yard line. So Whaley is up to 20 carries and 94 yards. So he's on the cusp of 100 yards rushing today for Northern Illinois. They need all of them. 3rd and 5. Flag thrown. Bowers is going to take a shot in the end zone and out of bounds. So we think it's an Eastern Michigan penalty. Too many men on the field.
They're trying to dart guys off late. Definitely going to be illegal participation.
Illegal substitution. More than 11 defense. Yard penalty for the previous spot. 2nd down.
So that was a free play for Ross Bowers. They didn't click, but
results in a 1st down.
Still a 1st down pickup for the Huskies.
The big guys trying to come on, chugging along. Too late.
Ooh, didn't make it.
Too late. Great job by Northern Illinois recognizing that and stealing a free 1st down.
So the ball moves into about the 28-yard line for Northern Illinois.
Bottom of your screen. I mean, that's 10, 12 yards almost of cushion for you to get a throw out here quickly to your receiver.
Bowers fakes. A lot of time looking in the end zone and incomplete. He wanted Ritchie. The flag comes down. On the coverage, it was Gerard Vines.
It's a very good job by Ritchie. A great route where he runs a post and he goes to the corner. We saw Eastern Michigan score a touchdown, and so the defender on Eastern Michigan has to grab him. Very good job. He grabs him right as he tries to get out of his route, and he can't quite get to the ball. Grabs him again there right before the catch, but they call it outside the end zone.
Defense number 5. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
So the drive stays alive and continues for Northern Illinois, and these are the penalties that if you're Chris Creighton or Thomas Hammock, they're going to drive you crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be number 15, Jared Vines, who held. But you would much rather have that than an easy touchdown when he was beat.
From the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Trying to end the 3rd quarter with a score here against Eastern. They'll throw the bubble screen, complete to Travis, far side, pushing up, end zone, touchdown Huskies.
Get the ball out quickly, make decisions quickly. Good things happen. It's happened all day for Northern Illinois. Now we just need for them to do it a little bit more. They do it there. Very good job, and a touchdown by Messiah Travis.
And Thomas Hammock says we're going for 2.
Got to get as close as you can, get as many points as you can with time running out. Very good job. Catch, throw, ball. Let the receiver do the work. Lowers the shoulder. He might have stepped out of bounds there. They might want to take a look at that. But if they don't, touchdown, Travis.
John Richardson on for the PAT, and now the officials stop play.
Dribbling on the field on the previous play, touchdown. That ruling is under review.
So they're going to take a look at whether or not there's a chance Messiah Travis somehow stepped out of bounds.
Yep. Looks like as he tries to make this, he steps out right there. You can't see it because of the EMU defender in the way, but it looks like he gets his foot in the white there a little bit. But I've been wrong before, I guess.
The head linesman is Nick Brigatti, and he was right there.
So you see here is going to be the right foot we're looking at here, and it's there gray in between.
From that angle, I can't tell.
Looks like he may be on the white, but maybe is not going to get it overturned.
There is no conviction when you say maybe.
See, from this view, we need a geometry maybe to see. Okay, from here, it's invisible, but is his foot out of bounds, right? Let's draw the lines of his ankle from knee down to bottom of his foot.
Touchdown, stands is called.
Yep, stands is called.
So it is a touchdown for the Huskies.
Yep, when you got a lot of maybes or a could it or
possibly
maybe we need a geometry teacher in here, that means it's going to have to stand.
And again, Northern Illinois, they have a 9-game winning streak here at Eastern Michigan. It's been an uphill battle from the get-go after the Eagles jumped out to a 10-0 lead. And instead of going for two, they go for the point after, and it's still a 10-point lead for EMU. And another photo op for the Huskies.
These are going to be some great memories for these young men, especially if they are able to mount a comeback down 2 scores and a quarter to go.
And, kudos to Northern Illinois. This is, obviously you look at a record and say, well, what are they really playing for today here on the road at Eastern Michigan? Again, this fits the MO of what Thomas Hammock has done every week. Their team plays, competes. They just can't do it for the entire 4 quarters. He's like, when we can make that step, we're going to be a very formidable football team.
I mean, in this game, it's been much of the same, but it's been flipped, right? They used to start out with that kind of intensity and play well, and they kind of tail off. They started off not so good, but now they're finding their groove with the insertion of Dustin Fletcher and the insertion of a quicker passing game, taking a lot of the reading out of Bowers' playing, and now they're making some progress toward this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, we had rain and kind of iffy football conditions when this game started. Now the clouds and the rain have moved on, and we got overcast skies with some sunshine, tangible sunshine in our stadium here at Rynearson Stadium. Northern Illinois will kick off. The squib kick, not a squib kick, picked up by Northern Illinois. Whoop, still loose. Well, I'm not sure. It looks like it's Eastern football, but the Huskies working a little special teams magic into their playbook here, and they say it's Northern Illinois football. And the Huskies are jumping on the sidelines. You know what? Eastern's still trying to sell it, but we saw. Oh, it's Eastern football. All right. Well,
early on the field, the ball was recovered by Eastern Michigan. First down, Eastern Michigan.
Well, I saw a zebra with an arm motioning Northern Illinois.
That was an odyssey in itself. He tried to get out of the way, hits his knee, and Northern Illinois had a chance at getting it, but a number of chances at getting it, but they just can't quite.
It's
underneath 3 white jerseys. They can't get it. Eastern Michigan gets on it. The zebras say, first down, Eastern Michigan. Now, some pretty good field position here.
And again, that just fits the whole mindset of Northern Illinois. We're going to, they played so hard and so well at Western Michigan 2 weeks ago. Came up a little bit short. They leave nothing on the field. Here's Hutchinson, EMU with a chance to get a little bit more. They're going to take a deep shot in the middle of the field, and Tyler Canoe cannot get under it.
So close. So close. I love the call coming out of that big emotional scramble between the two teams and going deep, but just missed him. He was open, just missed him. Got quick throws all across the board if they want them.
Hutchinson will toss. This is the Samson Evans. He's had some big runs today, taken down about the 35-yard line.
I mean, this pitch play has been very good for him. And like I talked about earlier, they are reading it. The Northern Illinois defense has decided we're going to send our DN straight to the quarterback, and we're going to allow our linebackers to flow, but they're not flowing fast enough, and they're getting big gains every play.
Nick Ratine on the Huskies tackle to keep that carry from getting even more yardage. And that's going to end our third quarter of football here at Rynearson Stadium. A 34-24 lead for Eastern Michigan as the Eagles trying to protect home turf here at the factory. Fourth quarter football when we continue in a moment. Well, except for Northern Illinois in the second quarter, this has been a pretty even football game. As you can see, it's still a 10-point cushion for EMU as we take a look at our stats through 3 quarters of play. What stands out, Devin?
Yeah, Eastern Michigan, total yardage. It came a lot of it in the first half, and they're trying to continue that trend in the second half. And I think that's what's keeping Northern Illinois at bay.
Eagles football at the 35-yard line of Northern Illinois.
Eastern has done a great job of converting on third down all day. See if they can do it again here.
Hutchinson, quarterback keep, and that's going nowhere. He took that first move forward, and there was nothing but white jerseys in front of him. Let's say the tackle goes to Pierce Opong for Northern Illinois.
He tried to go back to the quick inside fade from Baydoun. Hutchinson didn't like it right away and decides to tuck it and go, but they were waiting.
That's a loss of 4 yards, and they drop back to the 39. And boy, this is a long field goal attempt.
They really like their kicker. He's very, very good, and we're going to see here. This is a punt.
Well, it's a punt. Okay.
Very good job.
Probably makes sense. And that's almost a perfect punt. They're going to stop it at the 2-yard line.
Yep.
So kudos to Chad Ryland, who continues to do good things in the kicking game for EMU.
Man, he is going to work himself into Special Teams Player of the Week again. What a punt.
And good hustle down the field, too, to make sure that ball stays out of the end zone.
Yeah, so many times you see the guys running down and kick the ball in the end zone and ruin a great play, but they do a great job of not doing that. And now you're going to give the Northern Illinois offense, who's found a little bit of a spark, 98 yards to go, their longest drive opportunity of the day.
Yeah, that was Bryson Huddleston who hustled back to keep that ball out of the end zone. And they run on first down, and a little change of pace inside, but only a few yards on the carry for Collins.
Make that 4th straight drive that the outside zone is the very first play to run.
So it brings up 2nd down and 7. Huskies playing with bad field position, and they're trailing by 10.
Remember we talked earlier about the black zone. 2 first downs is the goal, but for Northern Illinois down by 10, you want to go down and drive 98 and get a touchdown.
Bowers, all kinds of time in the end zone, and a high pass, but it's caught. Handled by Tyrese Ritchie.
Bobbled it.
He dropped it. Well, that looked like it should have been catch.
A receiver coach just loses his mind. The ball is coming, and you reach with one hand instead of catching it with two. I mean, there's no excuse for that. You've got to catch that ball. They're giving you these throws to the field. We've talked about it ad nauseum all day. The play has to be made with this game essentially on the line.
Not a great throw maybe from Bowers, but still should have been a Ritchie catch.
Needs to be caught.
3rd and 7. Bowers going to go to the same spot, same receiver, same result. Incomplete.
And now the receiver coach is really losing it. He again reaches with one hand to catch this football, which is not a perfect throw. It's not a perfect throw by any stretch of the imagination, but you have to reach to get 2 hands on the football and make the catch for your team. We're not looking for highlight catches. We're not looking for going viral. We're looking for conversions on 3rd down, and 2 opportunities in a row escaped Ritchie there.
Well, the good news is Matt Ferentz has had a great day punting for Northern Illinois. The bad news is if your punter's having a great day, your team may not be doing that well. Here's a good chance for a return, and Eastern Michigan's going to have the football in their own half, or in the Northern Illinois half of the field, and we'll take a timeout here at Rynearson Stadium. 34-24, Eastern, the 10-point lead on the Huskies. Well, the weather's been bouncing all over the place today. We started with a steady rain, then the sun came out. Now we got strong winds, and I think Northern Michigan was supposed to get a pretty good hit of snow. But we're pretty football friendly here at Rynearson Stadium, and it's a lead for Eastern Michigan, trying for back-to-back wins to close out the season. Hutchinson hands off to Boone, who gets hit and dropped. Tackle for Northern Illinois by Devin Lafayette.
Yeah, and if it's any normal down and distance, you can expect, if you're a Northern Illinois defense, to get a heavy dose of Boone.
Gain of 4 makes it 2nd down and 6 for EMU. Hutchinson's going to keep it and throw it, and caught by Badoon. Taken down inbounds at about the 30. Tackled by Jordan Hansen.
Badoon continues on his very good day. Already has 100 yards. He gets vertical, gets the ball out. But look, Hutchinson knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball. He drops back, eyes downfield, doesn't like it, hitches, gets the ball to the outside. Great throw, great catch. First down, and the clock continues to run.
Pretty good cover by Hansen. Just a good throw and a well-run route.
Yeah.
Eastern inside the Northern Illinois 30. Hutchinson going for that far corner for Badoon. Caught over the shoulder and out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3-yard line.
Even more impressive than that very, very impressive throw and catch. Look at the beginning of the play. He changes the play. He gives him a signal and alerts him, hey, I'm giving you this fade ball from the slot. We saw him do it earlier and not connect. Great job tracking that ball on the outside shoulder, one of the hardest things to do for a receiver. Very good job with that connection of Hutchinson and Badoon.
That is a tough catch. 26 yards down to the 3-yard line. Hutchinson on the keep. And he pushes down to the 1-yard line. Thought he was going to get in. Instead, he's stopped just short. Ball at the 1-yard line for EMU. They scored the first 10 points of this game. Northern Illinois responded with 10 of their own. Now they try to punch it in. I don't think he got it there. Boy, that's a monster pileup right at the goal line.
Yeah.
And Hutchinson will not break the end zone there.
Tries to do the old Matthew Stafford jump over and reach, but great job of him protecting the ball. Take a look at the quarterback. He's going to give him a signal without even checking with the sideline, and then he changes the play to get this huge play to Badoon. Very good job, the savvy of this quarterback who's a junior, and they trust him within the offense. He proves it right there, gives him a chance to get in the end zone, and he's going to do it himself.
Hutchinson in the middle, and touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
That drive was all Preston Hutchinson imposing his will, not only with his arm, but with his legs, and not only with his legs, but with his mind. Very good job changing a play, getting Badoon close down to the end zone, and then finishing it with a quarterback power that they love to run oh so much. And how about the big guy up front, Sal, getting him in the end zone.
Hutchinson now has 5 of 6, has had a rushing touchdown in 5 of EMU's 6 games this year. Point after puts the Eagles up 41-24 on the Preston Hutchinson touchdown run. A lot of fourth quarter football left, but Eastern Michigan seems to be able to have an answer every time NIU gets closer.
Yep, this one put them in position to get a touchdown, but that is a masterful catch. Like we talked about earlier, the inside fade has become one of the hardest routes to cover in football, and it rears its ugly head right there for the NIU defense. Badoon has been exceptional. 8 catches, 136 yards, 17 yards on the dot, a clip. He's been special.
Yeah, what a career for the former walk-on who's, just never, and he's only a junior, so he's still got some football left in him here in Ypsilanti, but man, he is on the right path, and, sometimes that's a tough call for a kid who's, maybe could have
probably had some Division II offers and things like that, and say, hey, I'm going to bet on me because I think I can play at this level, and he's coming out and he's proving it.
Ball in the air, caught at the goal line, and it's Rudolph bringing it out and getting outside and finally slipping and falling down beyond the 25. So here is Hassan Beydoun, and how much has he helped Eastern Michigan today? Let us count the ways.
From the start, he was explosive and gave them a spark. He came into this game only leading Canoe only by 1 yard as the leading receiver in yards. Well, he's kind of pulled away because he has been special, and here's that beautiful catch again, catching it right on the outside shoulder with his hands, not trapping the ball. He's showing great hands, and if he continues to play like this, and especially, continue next year, he may have a chance at the next level.
Dustin Fletcher, a quarterback, and man, he gets taken down in the backfield, and Terry Myrick was right in his face before he could even start to move forward.
We haven't talked about Terry Myrick as much today, but he is a special football player. As you can see, he gets through the hole, and big number 70, Marquise Cox, never saw him, couldn't get to him, too fast, too quick. He stops big Dustin Fletcher before he could even get started.
It's a loss of 1 yard.
I think Eastern Michigan's defense is tired of the run with Dustin Fletcher. They're going to have some variety and show that he can throw the ball for them to have this running game continue to work with Dustin.
On the ground, Harrison Whaley, whose number has been called many, many times today.
Yeah, he should be over 100 yards with that carry.
Yeah, 21 carries for 102 yards. And Dustin Fletcher trying to work it through here offensively for Northern Illinois. Whaley had a career-high rushing mark last week, 114 yards against Toledo. He may likely pop it today. Here's Fletcher on the ground and getting a Northern Illinois first down.
I love what Dustin Fletcher has been able to do for this offense, but with 8 minutes and 38 seconds left and the deficit that they're facing, they're going to have to prove that he can put the ball in the air, because these short gains and chipping away at the defense is not what you need as you try to get back in this football game.
And the challenge, too, for Northern Illinois will be, at what point is Dustin Fletcher going to be a passing threat in our offense? They hand off to Whaley on first down, and he powers ahead into Eastern Territory, almost down to the 40. Well, he got so much after the contact, and that definitely puts him over a career-high rushing mark.
That's a very good run on the outside zone, but Eastern is not mad at this, right? They're fine with it. You picked up a first down, that's fine. As soon as those changes set, the clock's going to continue to run, and if you keep Dustin Fletcher in the game, they kind of understood that you're probably not going to throw it, right? So the clock's going to continue to run, and down 3 scores, you're going to have to get some splash plays to get the ball in the end zone quickly.
At the 43-yard line, here's Whaley on the end.
Precious seconds ticking away.
Good tackle made by Wu Scott for EMU. And Whaley is holding looks like his ankle, and he's slow to get up. We'll take a break here at Rynearson Stadium with a 41-24 lead for Eastern Michigan. Huskies still on the field. And Whaley is still out there for Northern Illinois. Correction. That's Aaron Collins in the backfield.
If Whaley's unable to go, they trust Collins to make the same type of plays. He's just as talented a runner. But the key part is they leave Dustin Fletcher out there, almost assuring that it's probably going to be a run.
Fletcher on the keep. Turns it inside, and he's close to a first down marker, maybe a yard short.
Tick, 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 tick. The clock continues to run. Not on the Northern Illinois side right now. Time is not. It's outside zone with the quarterback. He does a great job of lowering his pads and trying to get the first down. But the Eastern Michigan defense is making sure that he doesn't get the first down.
at the Eagle 35. Fletcher gets drilled in the backfield. And again, we've called his name before, Terry Myrick. He knows where he needs to go, and he went right to the football for the hit.
The senior, an impact player, just flying in from the backside. And the reason he can fly in so fast and play so freely is because there's no threat of the ball going in the air. He's like, well, if you're going to eliminate one of my jobs, I'm just going to come and get the quarterback as quickly as possible, giving the offensive lineman no chance to ever even block him.
He gets a free run, and it's a 2-yard loss for Northern Illinois. Brings up 4th down and 3.
So on 4th and 3, you're probably going to have to go through the air. They take Dustin Fletcher out. Now confirming, if you put Dustin Fletcher back in the game, the Eastern Michigan defense is going to pin their ears back, because now you're making it clear we're not going to throw the ball with this kid.
And the Eagles call a timeout so they can set their defense on 4th down and 3. So if the injury to Harris and Whaley is significant, that's going to change a little bit of what Thomas Hammock can do in the run game for NIU. We can't really see exactly where the injury happened, but it did happen on this play. Try to kind of turn back inside.
Yeah, big number 98, Woo Scott, kind of rolled up on his legs, right? That's always dangerous with that big guy. Woo Scott is 6'2", 308 pounds. So
4th down and 3 with Ross Bowers throwing for Northern Illinois. It's caught. Not sure if forward progress gets him the first down, but I think it did. That's Daniel Crawford, the tight end. He reached out like he thought he was short, but instead it is a Northern Illinois Husky first down.
They leave Bowers in. They're going to have a little more urgency. I don't think this is the time for huddling. 5 minutes and 44, 43, 42 seconds left. You're going to have to get a move on and try to get this ball in the end zone quickly.
Bowers with time. He's looking deep. End zone, incomplete. Looking at Trayvon Rudolph, and Rudolph wasn't in a position to catch that ball.
The only positive about that play,
it stops the clock.
Because of the incomplete pass, it stops the clock. And so now you can huddle, right? You can devise a plan to try to get the ball into your receiver's hands and get in the end zone. But they wasted a lot of time on this drive simply just running the ball every single play with no variety in what they were doing.
Bauer is going to step up and just kind of airball it out, and intercepted. Picked off, Eastern Michigan.
We're going to call it incomplete.
Oh, I don't know about that. Alvin Oski, LaFleur.
Look good.
Look good from this angle, but that's why we have multiple cameras. Relying on my eyesight is not going to work.
No. How about LaFleur's effort, though, right? Flying across the field and trying to catch this ball.
No.
Yep, definitely incomplete. You know, that's the worst, when you fall on the ball and the wind comes out of you. He's feeling it a little bit. He's a tough kid. He's going to stick out there. Great effort by him, though.
He tried to sell it, and it doesn't hurt Northern Illinois at all because it's 3rd down.
And another incomplete pass to stop the clock.
Yeah.
But it's 3rd down, and you bring in Dustin Fletcher that you made clear you're not going to pass the ball. Hopefully they have a plan of throwing it, because a quarterback power with no running back will not be conducive to success.
So here's Fletcher, and Eastern Michigan jumps on the line, but here's Fletcher. Pressure, boom, down he goes. Ball is picked up off the turf. Eastern Michigan says they have it.
Quarterback,
oh, man.
Quarterback has the ball in his hands. It's good. He has it. It's Northern Illinois ball. 4th down and very, very long.
Oh, it just looked like Dustin Fletcher had lost that ball.
I can't say I understand the call. You take a running back out and leave your quarterback, who you haven't allowed to throw a pass, just naked He does a great job of getting the ball back. That's strength right there. Fighting and getting that ball back from Myrick.
That's no picnic down there.
He's a monster, right? But that just doesn't make sense. You use a slide protection that leaves the backside wide open, and you expect your quarterback that you haven't given a chance to throw a ball. That just doesn't seem good. That's not right.
So the Huskies are going to punt, and they'll try to place it, but it's in the end zone. So the drive stalls out for Northern Illinois, and it's Eastern Michigan football. 4:22 left in this game. The Eagles up on the Huskies. Very important game being played at Ball State right now, Western Michigan. And Ball State playing for the right to go to Ford Field next Saturday. Yes. And it's very much up in the air right now. Ball State has the football.
Yeah, it's exactly what you expected from two of the top teams in that side of the bracket. A hard-fought game, and it's tied at the end of the fourth.
Hutchinson loses the snap. And ball is bouncing. He'll pick it up and keep it out of the end zone. Boy, that's a great play just to get the football and not give up the safety. I'm not sure how that ball got so far away from him.
Yeah, I mean, he just sails it way over his head. Great job by Hutchinson, not also going to get the ball, but trying to block for Boone to try to get the ball. Very savvy move by him. Just watch this. I mean, he stopped. He says, Boone, you go get it. I'll make sure they stay away from you. Stop us from getting the safety. Very good job. And usually when you're down here inside your one and you're in the 1 or 2 yard line, you usually go with a quarterback sneak to give yourself some breathing room. So look for that here from Hutchinson.
Yeah, he'll just push. Stays on his feet, stopped at the 5.
Sure, he got a lot more than they expected.
Yeah. And really, Easter doesn't have to do much except use the clock. And just over 3.5 minutes left. 3rd and 24 for EMU on the snap that was nowhere near the target.
Yep, not even close. But don't look for them to really make a true effort of getting the first down with deep passes. They'll keep this ball either quick throw to a screen or a quick hitch or keep it on the ground just to make sure that clock continues to run and force Northern Illinois to use all their timeouts. And so that will make it so onside kicks, if Northern Illinois was able to get in the end zone, will be the only option to get back in this game.
So the growing pains for Northern Illinois continuing. There's another iffy snap. This one's going to be a safety. Eastern Michigan can't do anything about that. Hutchinson gets pounded in the end zone, and now, well, Northern Illinois still can make some noise in this game.
Mike Van Hoven, this one isn't over his head, but it is hot. I mean, just hot and high. He's not giving the quarterback a chance at all, especially when you're a pistol. So when you're in pistol, for viewers at home, you're a little bit closer than when you're in gun. At gun, you usually have your heels at about 5 yards, maybe 4.5 for some teams. But when you're in pistol, you scoot up just a little bit more with the running back behind you. And that is not giving him a chance to catch that ball or react to it. I mean, it's almost like trying to hit a fastball in Major League trying to catch that.
Yeah, so this is Richard Bates, the junior from Kenner, Louisiana, who's not going to be happy with what he sees about himself in the film session. And trying to get some support from his teammates, but film don't lie. And Northern Illinois is going to get the football. Down 2 scores.
I would expect that they come out with Bowers and not Fletcher, right? Because they're going to have to pass the ball.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about it earlier about how you're wasting time running the ball. Now with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left, there's no question. You cannot run plays right now. You need to get that football in the air because you're down 2 scores, and you need to give yourself a chance to win this football game. And it starts with a good return here from number 85.
Trayvon Rudolph waiting. As the Huskies hope they have at least one more meaningful possession on offense in their season. Good kick, taken at the 12 by Trayvon. And he's going to work his way up to midfield almost. Good tackle to keep him from getting into Eastern territory, but
that is the aforementioned nice run back that they were looking for. And it gives Northern Illinois a chance, essentially. Very good job getting up the field and following his blockers and then find the way to create for himself. Breaks the tackle there. Very good job. Almost gets to the 50-yard line, and that's exactly what they needed and exactly what they wanted.
If they can score quickly, and that's maybe a big if,
they'll have a real chance.
Baron May was on that tackle there. Here's the throw, complete in the middle, and staying up on his feet for NIU is the tight end, Daniel Crawford.
Yeah, he's been underused in this game. Every time he's caught the ball, he's made a guy miss, and he's gotten up the field quickly. He's a fifth-year senior, and maybe he's been underused in his career.
Bowers, quick release, wide open on that far side is Ritchie.
No way.
That's the play they've been wanting all afternoon and just have not clicked on it enough. And now back-to-back plays, and they're on the move.
And it seems like Little League football, but I'm telling you right now, do it again, but to the bottom of the screen this time.
Now, an ankle tackle almost. He skips out of 2 tackles. Now we'll just throw it downfield and incomplete. And a flag.
Interference.
So pass interference.
Got to find the ball. Very good job. Now, I don't like that the Northern Illinois receivers weren't finding a way to get open. They're all standing there while their quarterback's trying to make a play.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And credit to Bowers for just keeping the play alive by avoiding not 1 but 2 tackles.
Yeah, he does a great job, and he puts a ball that his receiver can get, and the defender is just all over him. Obviously a pass interference. He has no chance to catch the ball because of the defense's interference.
That's on Gerard Vines. And now Northern Illinois, well, they're in good shape, at least to score.
Yeah, they've got some life.
Little time, throw wide open in the middle. It's complete to Rudolph. Inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
Eastern Michigan knows they've given up those short routes on the outside, so they fly the flat defender out and try to get underneath it, and the inside receiver comes wide open. Very good job reading it out by Bowers. Very good job by Rudolph making the catch.
Defensive injury.
Injured Eastern Michigan player. And looks like that's Jose Ramirez, who's the MAC West Defensive Player of the Week. Boy, this game had an Eastern Michigan win all over it. Now it's by no means a slam dunk.
So this is a great job by the quarterback reading it out and not just taking what the defense has given him all day. They're going to fly a linebacker out underneath. You see him peeking with his eyes, right? His helmet's down the field. He peeks with his eyes, sees the linebacker run past, get underneath his outside receiver, and Rudolph is sitting there wide open to catch the ball and run with it. Very good job of execution late here in this game.
Jeff Hubbard made the tackle for Eastern Michigan. And the Huskies are not ready to call it quits on the 2020 season yet. Ball is at the...
Collins has been explosive all day. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get the ball and get in the end zone.
From the 3-yard line, Bowers throwing, quick release, end zone, touchdown. They hook up with Cole Tucker.
Bowers has been good all day when he goes 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. Or 1, 2, 3, hitch, the ball's out. Timing is essential to the success of this NIU offense, and when he's had good timing, he's been good.
Another Eastern player down. That looks like Shrine.
1, 2, 3, the ball's out. On time, knows where he wants to go with the ball. Very good job. 1, 2, 3, the ball's out. He's been good all day when that's what it's looked like. But the one thing, it hasn't been enough, but he's given his team life here at the end of this game.
Boy, I'm surprised this Northern Illinois offense just seems so sharp on that series, and it just really hasn't been here for much of the day.
I think it has a little bit to do with they started to take advantage of the field throws that I've been talking about all day were wide open because of the way Eastern Michigan was playing defense. They did that, they got a spark, and now they have a chance, and they're looking like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, they got a rather unique set here.
Very unique.
They're going to go for 2, and if they click, well, it's only a 7-point game then. So Bowers is taking all kinds of time to put this play in motion. And he's going to let the play clock go to 0. So let's take a look at our quarterback numbers today. Both of these are competent quarterbacks. Hutchinson came in with big numbers. He has never been in doubt for Eastern Michigan all year. Bowers not quite as splashy today, but he does have 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, another exemplary day for Hutchinson. He's been efficient all day, 21 of 29. I mean, you could be better, but that's very, very good for him. He's had some drops as well. And Bowers is coming on late at the end of this game, giving his team a chance.
The point after is good as they decide against the 2-point conversion.
So at home, you're probably wondering, what were they doing? Well, they lined up in the formation, and they wanted to see what the defense gave them. Only sacrificing 5 yards, they know their field goal kicker can make that with no problem. So they give a look and see if Eastern Michigan responds accordingly. If they do, we'll take the penalty. Don't waste the time out on an extra point. And that's what they did. Gets their 1 point, 8-point game.
So we'll probably have a Northern Illinois onside kick.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure because with 2 timeouts left and 2:17, that's a lot of time, right? So if they get a quick stop on first down and then they get another stop on second down, call timeout, stop on third down, call timeout, they'll have a decent amount of time to get this ball back, but let's wait and see. Eastern Michigan is planning for an onside kick to make sure, hey, don't you let them surprise us and get an onside kick.
And again, there's no reason to hold back anything now for either team. And a game that Eastern Michigan, I'm not sure they would ever say they were totally comfortable, but
they had decent control.
Yeah, they had decent control. They got out to the 10-point lead. It was tied at 10 at one point, but then EMU started to put a little separation between themselves and the Huskies.
It's a big vacancy.
Ball is up in the air, and Eastern Michigan's going to cover it.
They got exactly what they want from the bounce.
You cannot judge a team by their record in this conference. When we saw Western and Eastern last weekend, Chris Creighton told us early last week, he said, I know my team can win. Yeah. And guess what? They just went out and did it. So there's not a lot of false hype in either of these programs. 3rd and long for Eastern Michigan. Game clock still north of 2 minutes. And on the run, they don't get much. And now the Huskies have no way to stop the clock.
Yeah, it's looking like they're going to get the ball back around 57 seconds by the time the punt gets out of the air and gets down and all that. So the punt team is going to exhaust all the time on this play clock, kick the ball away, and the way Illinois has played on Northern Illinois has played on offense, this is all you can ask for, right? A chance to do something with it. With no timeouts is going to be tough, but they're going to go for it and try to get this blocked.
And the Huskies won't even play for a return. They're going to come after it. Or are they? Well, Eastern's going to call timeout.
The final charge timeout.
Smart by Eastern. They see that Northern Illinois is going to try to come after the punt, so they're going to call timeout, get it all shored up, because if you get this punt blocked, that will make things very interesting and scary for Eastern Michigan. So they're going to shore up the protection right here and make sure they can get this punt away, because if you get the punt away with no timeouts, it makes it very tough for Northern Illinois' offense to come down and score.
Yeah, the scoreboard is indicative of how competitive this game really was if you break down stats. The Huskies have an advantage in rushing yards. The Eagles have an advantage in passing yards, but it's not like a huge disparity.
Look for the kicker to not even try to kick it very hard. Kick it so it just rolls and the time just runs out.
Yeah, Jake Julian doesn't need to really air this one out. And he'll put a short. Oh, it's going to be perfectly hit and perfectly covered by Eastern Michigan, out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Good hustle down the field to keep it out of the end zone, and Northern Illinois is going to have bad field position, and they're on the wrong end of the score.
Got a false start.
Illegal formation, more than 4 in the backfield. Kicking team, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
Now, Eastern Michigan saw that. They have a chance to catch this ball with the punter and throw a touchdown, because Northern Illinois completely ignored the outside guy running down the field as the gunner. Now they're going to put a returner back.
So another punting opportunity for Julian. And he'll go to the same spot. Not as effective unless it takes a bounce.
Oh, it's effective.
Inside the 10. Yeah, you're right. Maybe.
It's exactly the same result. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he didn't place it quite as well, but he got the bounce he wanted.
95 yards is 95 yards, and that's how far Northern Illinois has to go in 1 minute. I said they'd have 57 seconds left. They have 1 minute left with no timeouts. Not an impossible task.
So a whole lot of turf for Northern Illinois to navigate. Let's see what they can do here in the final minute of this game. With Bowers throwing out of his own end zone in the middle, complete. Great catch by Crawford. Good coverage, too, by Myrick, but
his tight end has been very sure-handed all day. He might want to look to go to him again.
Yeah. Playing in front of his hometown fans who are not here, but they're watching. Oh, there's a great catch on that far side. Huskies aren't done swinging yet. Messiah Travis.
These receivers have been waiting all day to make plays, and they're doing it right here. Clock's going to stop momentarily so the chains can move. Quick throw to the field because of soft coverage. Very good.
Richie catches it.
For progress, he goes out of bounds, but at home, for progress was stopped on the field, and so they're going to run the clock. So they got 28 seconds left. They're going to have to move fast.
And Richie just made a huge mistake shoving an Eastern Michigan defensive back.
No way. And that's a true. No way. Wow.
I'm not even sure if they were talking to each other, but you just saw it.
Wow.
Two-handed push.
How about the young rookie? The freshman getting in that veteran's head.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 3. 15-yard penalty into the It does result in a first down. That is number 3's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. It does result in a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 16 seconds.
The clock is running and that penalty happens.
Ready for play.
A little bit of a
little bit of both. Kempton Shine.
But Shine, the young rookie, is completely in the head of the veteran fifth-year senior Richie, and he causes that penalty by the way he's played all day. Richie's frustrated. He's kind of standing in his way, the way defenders do when time is running out. You want to make sure you make him go a little slower.
Therefore, it is second down.
So the ball goes from the 46 to the 31.
The Academy Award goes to Shine. Very good job. Now they're very soft.
Bowers with a lot of time. And incomplete. That was a high-risk throw and stops the clock with 8 seconds left.
Dan, they had a ton of momentum, and it is unbelievable that a fifth-year senior in his last opportunity will commit a foul like that at that moment. Just absolutely unbelievable. How can you not refrain yourself from making a penalty that, unbelievable.
Kempton Shine, only a freshman, so like you said, that's not the way that you usually see those things go.
Kempton Shine's been watching a lot of James Harden because he did flop, but you just can't do it. Now they're going to do the throw around to see if they can.
And that's completion
and then
to
the
Tyrese
fifth-year
Richie.
Senior runs out of bounds with no time on the clock.
And that's all there is.
Wow.
Eastern Michigan is going to walk off with a 2-game win streak and end NIU's 9-game winning streak here in Ypsilanti. 41-33 is the final. Devin, your thoughts on today's game?
That was one of the more anticlimactic finishes I've ever seen. Eastern Michigan controlled the game. Obviously, Northern Illinois had a chance, but their fifth-year senior, their go-to guy, completely ripped that chance away from them single-handedly on back-to-back plays. Great job by Eastern Michigan finishing off the season with 2 very, very good victories, and they have a ton to build on moving into next year. Coach Creighton should be very proud of his football team.
Happy anniversary to Chris Creighton. He celebrates with a win today at the expense of Northern Illinois, and Tyrese Richie, a disappointing game to end their season. But again, the EMU Eagles and the Northern Illinois Huskies are going to be back as much better football teams next year. Thanks to my partner, Devin Gardner. I'm Dan Gutowski as we say so long from Rynearson Stadium, the Factory. Our final score, 41-33. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.